Hello. Okay, so can I just check if the volume is okay? The mic is a little bit new. Thank you, Charlie, for being first. And also the attendance is oh nice. The attendance is doing well. Nice. Oh, okay, Grangus. We know you like to flex. Holy shit, you just spent 1,005. How do you get 1,500 points, Grangus? It just tell me that I have copium. Okay. Okay, are you sure you want to do that? You do realize that we have a campaign right now, right? For solo karaoke expires in 11 days. Total collective is like 50k. Also, Grungus, do you want to join? Chowdy, do you want to join? You guys want to join the lobby? I don't know how to. Wait, hold on. Let me just. Grungus in CC server, the lobby code is there. If you have the game, you can join. Chowdy, if you want to, you can join. Let me just throw the code up somewhere. Childy, where's Childy? DMs. I'm in Asia server, y'all. So I'm like currently waiting for Mi-chan. In that case, then I will probably yeah, I'll just use the in-game mic stuff. Y'all wanna join? I'm still like trying to figure out how do I like I don't know, load out this thing. Does it make sense? Yeah, cause I don't actually have it, so I'm just like yeah, enable loadout. Amount. How do I? Hmm. Oh wait, I can increase them. Wait, I don't know what this is. Oh, you haven't installed it, Grungus? Oh, okay. You and your internet is kind of wonky, but okay. Wow. Okay. I don't know if that's gonna be okay then. But well, if it works, the code is in CC server. We're in Asia server in Phasmo. Feel free to join anytime, I guess. Just gonna enable loadout. What is this? Consumable restock 345 full restock. Okay, I'm just gonna enable it then. I don't have all the items. Ah. Okay, you know what? That's fine. That works out. I have level 2 flashlights now. Optional ingredients. Optional ingredients, optional equipment. Right, I don't know how to load this thing. Oh, you guys are updating. Okay, I get it. Well, it's okay. I will try one first. I'm probably gonna die. Which is the one that they updated again? Was it Willow? Willow Wood or something? Okay, hold on. Was it this one? Was it Willow Street? 10 rooms, 2 floors. This one? 3 floors. Three floors? 12 rooms, 2 floors. Willow is kind of small, huh? Okay. Hey, this only has 1 floor. Oh wait, this is a camp. Okay, we'll try Willow Street. This is the one that they updated, kind of, I think. Oh my god, hello Loki. Hello Loki. Welcome, thank you for dropping by. I am kind of testing this out. I was feeling okay in the morning, and then after that I edited 2 videos, and then after that I felt sick and I had a nap, and after dinner my brother made me binge eat, and then I went for a walk an hour, and then after shower I'm like, oh, you know what, actually I don't feel nauseous anymore, I feel slightly better, and I thought, yeah, I might as well stream today. Yes, I'll be officially moving everything to August, yeah, like to Twitch in August, but yes, for now let me just check Discord. Okay, nobody is pinging me for anything. For now, I guess this is what I'm going to do. I will ready up myself. I ready up myself. I start myself. And then we pray that I don't die yet. Okay, I'm just gonna see how this works. Also, guys, please shout out yourselves. There's a shout out redeem in there. please shout yourselves out. Save me the trouble of trying to find the freaking command to do a shout out and then making typos while I'm doing streamer stuff. Mixibab is working, so the shout out should technically be working. I'm not very sure. Someone test it out for me. It's like 50 points. I can redeem it. Redeem it? I can refund it. Shout yourself out. It should work. Okay, technically it should work. Oh, the game is lagging. The game is froze. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. This is a very, 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 very bad idea. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, and I have everything. Okay, nice. Good to know. Alright, so it is in the basement. Circuit breaker's in the basement. I will need... I need this stuff. I need... Where's the torch? I need this stuff. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay. Did it work? Yes, it did work. Oh my god. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Refund points. Okay, thank you so much for testing it. It works nice. Yeah, mix it out is amazing. Woohoo. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, and I think I need like thermometer. Was it thermometer? Wait, can I carry one more thing with me? Can I carry one more thing with me? I can't. I can't. Okay, I'm gonna get keys. I'm gonna open door. Please tell me the flashlight is working. Oh, I need to use T for this. Okay, good to know. Why are you redeeming shoutout, Childe? Why are you redeeming shoutout? Wait, shoutout doesn't work for you? Oh wait, it does. It does. It does. Okay, okay. I'm gonna refund it. Yes, it works. Thank you so much, chat. Man. Okay, I don't know how this works exactly. But we're gonna try. Oh wait, this is new. I don't think I've seen this house before. They did a renovation. They really did a renovation. Alright, where's the downstairs? I need to go downstairs. If I die, guys, I lose my money, yes. It's a gym. Oh my god, that's a gym. Okay, no, let's not get distracted. A home gym. These people are rich. There's a boxing thing here as well. Oh god. You know, I actually went to like the gym. I tried this stupid shit. And then I rebounded. I hit it. And it did not work. I was like, why are you not working? What is wrong with you? But yeah, it didn't work. So I guess I'm terrible at that. Oh yeah, the basement. We need it. Is this where it is? There we go. Awesome. Okay. And now we go room by room to try and see if things are different. There's an upstairs here? Nah, it's a solid 20 degrees. It's slightly going down. Okay, I always have issues, right? I wish my Phasmo sensei had spent more time with me. But I cannot locate the ghost room easily. I don't know why. It's so hard for me. It's going down a little bit more. This might be the ghost room. I don't know. I'm being a little bit optimistic. This is an artist room. Can't tell. I can't tell. Could be just temperature, you know, sometimes. They really made it so nice, huh? I might die. Yeah, every time they play, like they always upgrade stuff. So I'm not very sure. I don't play this game often. Can you type in game? You can't talk. Okay, yeah, sure. I don't know. Can this game even type? Like, I have no problem if you can do it. I have zero problems if you can do it. But I don't know how to play this game. I'm just gonna be very, very honest. I tried, y'all. I tried, but like, I'm not finding the room, man. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. I don't know which is the room, y'all. I don't know the room. Wait, really? Really? Okay, I must be doing something wrong at this point. The room doesn't exist. It's done? Oh, it's done? Okay, nice. Wait, there was ghost activity. I was not hallucinating. Did they really remove the power? Was that upstairs? No, it's just downstairs. Okay. Okay, something happened. The outside temperature is currently 15 degrees. Oh, there is no text chat? The game got VC. No, but Grangas cannot speak right now. I don't think it's about the mic or the in-game VC. I mean, even without, you're free to join us and play. I'm just, you know... Oh, wait, this... Is this the ghost room? How do I tell? Okay, either I forfeit this game so that Childe can join, or... Do I want to forfeit this? Huh. Funny that happened. Because I swore I definitely turned it on. Okay. We are probably gonna die. Yeah, I hear my death. I hear my death chat. I'm gonna bail. I'm gonna bail. I'm not even gonna... I'm gonna bail. I'm sorry. I can't multitask. Wait. I see something on Discord. It's updating. Okay. Okay, it's updating. You know, I'm just gonna pack myself in CC. I'm sorry, Charlie. I'm gonna pack myself in CC just so I know. Just so I know if anybody is joining. I can't multitask. I'm sorry, chat. I cannot multitask. Yeah, I'm gonna bail. Leave game. Yes. And then hopefully I'm in the same lobby so that you can join.
Welcome back.
Oh, wait. Wait. Wait, the lobby is not... No! That sucks. That sucks. Do I have to rehost this? Okay, I'm gonna rehost this. I'm gonna rehost this. And I'm gonna try and give you a new... Okay, I didn't know they would do that. For casual, whatever this is. Private, yes. Okay, create room. Create room. Okay, I'm gonna copy this. And okay, Childe, hold on. Let me just give you the link. Aegis of Steel. Sorry, this is what happens when I don't plan streams. Yeah, it's not as coordinated as I want it to be. Okay, hold on. Let me just look at chat because I can look at chat now. On the archipelago, we did three hours ish. Minecraft 64 advancement. Yo, is there even 64 advancements? What is the maximum number of advancements in Minecraft? That's kind of crazy. Holy shit. Yo, no wonder. I thought you guys were gonna do the continuation, like part 2 of it tonight. And I was like, oh, it's 7 p.m. Oh, it's 8 p.m. Nobody else is streaming. Why is nobody else streaming? I was gonna catch it. And then I played back like DJS VODs or something, and I realized like, oh my god, you've cleared like all the achievements, you've beat the Ender Dragon and everything. And I was like, that was just in one session, y'all. You're crazy. There's 117 in 1.21. 117? What? Okay, I don't think I know half of them. I honestly don't think I know half of them. That sucks. Okay, your personal best in normal advancements is like 3 hours 42. So you... Oh, you're pretty good at Minecraft. I see. But why didn't you choose another game then? You chose Minecraft. I think DJS chose Minecraft. Two of you are crazy. DJS is like a Minecraft speedrunner. I think bro was cheating. Half the time, I feel like he was cheating. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not that good at games. But yes, welcome. You're free to join if you are able to, I don't know, download Phasmophobia. I don't know about your Australian internet, brother. I don't know your Australian internet. Also, Charlie, if you're having difficulties joining, let me know. I just sent you the code. It's the updated one. So yeah, check DMs. I'll be waiting here. Man, I actually have those items, right? Like, I had no idea I had those items. Ah. Okay. I had no idea I had those items. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, not gonna lie. It's like, where is it? Like these. I had no idea. I had some of these things like incense sticks and whatever. Not that I know how to use them, alright? I didn't even know I had tripod stands. Like, what? Apparently, I have them. See, apparently I have them. Also, what is this? Dots projector. Eh? Eh? Oh, it's the number of it. Okay, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. EMF reader using level 2. Ghost books and everything. The thermometer though, holy shit. I'm so bad at it. This thing annoys the fuck out of me. I don't know how to find ghost rooms. Until now, I still can't find ghost rooms. I suck. We join another time? Okay, no problem. Borderlands 2 might come out. Borderlands 2. Okay, like I said, I don't know much about games, so yeah, good luck. Good luck with that. Childe is here. Okay. Okay, Childe, do you wanna try use the voice check in game, or you're okay with not talking in game? Not talking is fine too. Can I actually just invite people via this, or they have to join via code? It's kind of weird. No mic is fine. I'm just checking with unknown and Michan probably. Can you actually hear me in game and on stream? Is it annoying? Mute one of them. Mute one of them. Alright, so I only know how to use proximity. I don't think I know how to use the other one. Hold on. It's like activated right now. Like voice activated. Voice recognition mode, voice. System voice, text. What? Voice. Crossplay. Where is the walkie?
Hello.
Oh, yep, it's working. Where's the walkie-talkie thing? Eh, eh. Video? No, controls. Walkie-talkie. Where is it? Local push to talk, global push to talk. Okay, that's B. I see. And apply. Okay. Which map do you want to go? Pick one. And then maybe we start one without Michan first. We'll probably both be dead before, so yeah. Hello, Chowdy. Can you hear me in game?
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe one of the small houses.
Okay, pick one.
Nope, not in game, sadly.
What? What do you mean? You can't hear me in the game? Is that it? Okay, we do the same one then. We do the same one because I didn't get to finish it before. Am I amateur? I'm amateur. Should we do amateur or you know what? Amateur, that's fine. Amateur is fine because in case I die or I don't complete it, I want my money back. I'm going with amateur. Alright, Lee-chan will probably join later. I have everything. I actually have everything. Look at that. I'm sponsoring now. I might be broke, but I'll sponsor. Alright, ready up. Ready up, Chaldy. Current microphone input is so soft.
Yeah, I adjusted my volume. I could hear you now, but barely.
Okay, Michan's gonna join in 4 to 5 minutes. Nice. Okay, wait. Then we wait for Michan. I guess. 4 to 5 minutes is fine. Alright, Michan. We wait for you.
Yep.
You can hear me, but barely. Am I actually better on stream? You guys hear me better on stream? Huh, okay. How do I increase my volume here then? I can't. I can't increase my volume in game. That sucks. My audio is good on stream, but my audio is not good in game though. How do I? Oh man. Chowdy, what's gonna be easier for you? Mic in game or mic via stream? Is my stream very laggy for you? Because if not, then I might actually use How? Wait. Wait, if it's just you, me, and Michan, maybe my server. Maybe my server works. Did I set the mic in-game to my main? It is though. It is though, Michan. Like, hold on. Yeah, it is my main mic. It's my main mic. Okay, how about this? We go to my server because I find out wrong. Michan is in my server, my Discord. Not CC, but mine. And then Charlie can join so that we don't have to use the in-game one because it's gonna be a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go to my server. And then I'm gonna disable the voice activation. Okay, so do you still hear me in-game? Hello, you guys do you still hear me in-game or is this okay?
In game? Nope.
Okay, good. So we'll stick to this because I'm horrible at the game thingy doesn't really quite work for me unfortunately. But yeah, we're waiting on Michan.
Yep.
Alright, Chad, say hi to Michan.
Hi, Michan.
Hello.
Oh wait.
You are Chad as well. I'm sorry.
I'll be done soon, like really soon. Oh
Okay,
my god, I
it's been a while.
is yeah, it's been like really a while. Like my Phasmo is like stopped collecting dust at this point.
Oh, that's good. You join us then today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, I apparently have a lot of things because my Phasmo Sensei and Flashbang and like several people carried me through. I had no idea I was level 18.
Oh,
Yes,
jeez.
so
All right.
so I have like one of everything. Okay, they're not all like really good items, but I have one of everything. Not that I know how to use them, so I maxed it out for you guys.
Okay.
And because I am pretty sure I'll be dying the whole time, so I'm gonna put this on amateur mode so that I can recover half of my cost in case we all die. I'm not
Uh,
confident.
Oh,
They changed the game so much. I'm not confident. I'm scared. I keep on missing the ghost room, y'all. The thermometer is broken, I swear. I don't know how to find it.
well, for me, I have like either like one of two option. Either I die or I wrongly guess the ghost.
It's okay. That's me as well. Is that you as well, Childe?
I always get the ghost right. It's just that I have problems trying to find the ghost room.
Uh, okay, you know what? The three of us are hopeless. It's okay, Chet. You're gonna have a great time. Grungus, you were right. Grungus redeemed 1,500 points earlier just to tell me I have copium. I think this is why he's telling me I have copium. Because it's true. 1,500 though. Guy is willing. Why? Why would you do that? How many points do you have, Grungus? Why don't you donate it towards a pool? Throw it towards 50,000. He had to throw 1,500 away just to tell me I have copium. Wow. Wow. Of all the redeems that you could get, no, you didn't even mark your attendance, Grungus. You're just like, hey, have copium. Also, why is it 469? Such a weird number, Grungus. Grungus, why? Yeah, right. Okay. I hope you waste your points, Grungus. You keep on redeeming the weirdest shit, I swear to god. Okay, let's see. Michan is loading up. We're gonna
Yes, I'm
try
loading up.
the Willow Street thing because I saw this is their latest update. So if I'm not wrong, this house had a complete makeover. There is a private gym in there, Michan. You're gonna love this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have a private gym in that house right now. I don't think it was there before, but it's there now. And I was telling Chat earlier,
Eh,
I said, like, you know, there's this boxing sandbag thingy. So I went to a gym that had that, and then I hit it, right? And then I rebounded. I was like, that shit dangerous, man. I hit it, didn't move. I moved.
ah,
I bounced backwards. It's kind of crazy. And yeah, because I don't.
okay.
Did you get it?
Uh, wait, I'm changing the region.
AS for Asia. And then type the newer one.
Yeah, I'm typing the code.
Yay!
Whoops.
Oh,
6.
ta-dang! Yay! Michan is here. Oh, by the way, you guys can choose your avatars in this screen over here, right? In the screen to the right, you can choose how you look under customizations. You can choose. You don't have to be the same
Oh,
person, alright? You're both the same
oh,
person right now. Y-
oh, nice.
your name cards are also kind of looking the same, so I would recommend you get a different face and try not to confuse me, yeah. I'm just saying.
At least I don't have to randomly find one.
Yeah, no, they have this option right now, which is kind of weird because I remember previously it was the screen here that you pick, right? But now they put it with the shop. Yeah, the both of you are kind of looking the same right now. I'm kind of confused, Michan. You want to choose a new face?
Yeah, I'm trying. Like, oh my god! Like, usually it's like before it's like so easy. Now it's like so hard.
Yeah.
Oh, piercings.
They changed a lot, and you can buy cosmetics now. I saw there were cosmetics, not that they were very
Well,
nice, but like the option is available. I'm just saying. My character has
oh, you can
bulging
buy it.
eyes. It's not the best. It's not the best looking, and they fixed it. You can no longer snap your back when you look up and down, it's kind of a shame. I kind of like that. Now you can only nod your head.
Oh, you
Hmm.
can buy jewelry.
You can. That's what I was saying. You both black right now. You're both the same default black guy.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Wait. How is it? How
Here,
again?
here,
Like
here,
to
here,
change
here, Michan, here. This computer here.
Hmm?
Here, this computer
Oh.
here. Yeah, with the shop. Yeah, and then go to customizations at the bottom on the left.
Oh.
Yeah, and then you can change. Yeah.
Hmm.
You can even change like your card if you have card so that you don't look like a noob.
Yeah. You know what? I go bald. I'm gonna be way too old anyway.
Michan, no! Not the bald! What did they do to your hair? No!
Aging, unfortunately.
Aging! Oh, we hate to hear that. We hate to hear that. Holy shit.
Can't be helped. Can't be helped.
Okay, so today I am the sponsor for our Phasmophobia since I have everything unlocked. Not the best, but it functions. Alright, we go back to basics, I guess. Alright, so once you are
Okay.
ready up, we're gonna check out the new house that they renovated for us.
All right.
I can't wait to show you the gym. But also, we're
Mhm.
gonna struggle with the ghost room. That's a fact. I'm ready. We're ready to die. Never been
Um,
readier. Let's
so
go.
Ready?
Okay, let's start. Good luck, guys. Good luck. Also, I
Not
forgot.
there yet.
I forgot to check the ghost. Every time I come in here, I forgot to check the ghost. Like, what is the name and everything. So, yeah.
Uh, let's see. Daily toss.
Oh, mine says pending. I'm lagging. I'm sorry. Whenever I host this, this tends to happen. I'm lagging. Okay, the name of the
Oh, the
ghost is Mari Myers. It responds to people who are alone. We have to capture 3 unique photos with a photo camera and detect the sound with a parabolic microphone and cleanse the area near the ghost using an incense, which I don't know how to do, so fuck that shit.
I
Okay,
mean, you gonna need a match and like this stick.
you are in charge of it. I'm gonna take a
uh,
camera, a torch, and a microphone. Microphone? Sorry, I mean a thermometer.
yeah, I'll take this EMF reader.
Okay, I got the keys. I'm gonna open this. Okay, so I'm gonna go for circuit breakers first, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, where's? I better grab a flashlight.
Oh, I forgot to turn on the flashlight.
Ah,
Okay, I've been here before. I know exactly where to go. I think it was on the right. I think it was this one. That's the bathroom. I think it was this one.
hello.
That's not. I'm hopeless. Is it this one? I need to go downstairs, guys. Okay, there we go.
Oh, okay, this is the private gym.
There is, right? I said it was so cool. I lost the circuit breaker. What?
Oh no, I'm lagging.
You're lagging. Don't lag. Wait. I must have done something wrong. Where is the circuit breaker, y'all?
It was in the gym, I think. If that's
They
if this is
changed
the
it?
circuit breaker.
Wait, they changed it? They can change the circuit breaker? What? Look this, look this. Yeah, the private gym.
nice.
Alright.
Look at the private gym. See? See? So nice. Look at that. They have a power rack, y'all. How many homes have
Exactly,
power
you in
racks?
game now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Can you hear me in game anymore? No?
Okay, let me get closer. Hello.
Can you still hear me? Okay, good. I turned it
Okay
off.
then.
They have a cat
Yeah,
tower!
fuck
A cat tower! They're a cat person!
Oh,
Oh!
now that's a loadout.
Ooh, this is gonna be my favorite map. A bathroom.
God,
Convenient a shower, but not a sauna.
I thought it's gonna be a sauna, but not gonna lie, it's nice.
The circuit breaker is right here. I see. Okay, well, I'm trying to find the ghost room by walking around. I'm gonna check basements first, because, like, basements are usually the creepy ones, right? Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
The washing machine is in the basement, huh? Okay. Why would it be there? It's not in the toilet. It doesn't
I
look
don't know.
like
I
it's
feel
here.
like it's like American people have it at this point, I believe. Like, they just put
Yeah.
everything and anything in basement.
When you say
like, basements.
When you say it.
Most like countries don't even have basements.
Hey, it's somewhat moving.
A nest.
A what? A what?
A nest.
Huh.
Okay. Oops.
Alright,
Oh,
we have to
okay.
go get the circuit breaker again.
Yeah.
I'm going.
And
I'll go with you.
PS.
If the circuit breaker is not on, I can't find the ghost room. I'm just gonna say. And I have lost my way again. That is not the gym.
Don't worry. I think.
That is the
I know my way.
toilet.
Over here.
Where?
Oh.
Here.
Ah, you are so smart.
How do I use this thing?
Turn it on. There we go.
Oh, maybe I should let go of
Wait.
something.
I think it might be here. Maybe, maybe not, maybe not. Okay, no, it's not going any lower. It's like 18 right now.
Alright.
Okay, I'm
My
gonna
EMF reader is not working one bit.
Okay, I'm gonna stay here for a little bit. It goes up a little bit. Huh, no, it's 20 over here.
Oh.
It's 20 over here.
Okay, the art gallery room.
Okay, I'm gonna stand
Surely
here.
one of these.
It's,
Oh, there's a lot of cats on the wall.
Is it, there are cats? Actual cats?
Yep. No, pictures
Wait.
of cats and drawings.
This might be the ghost room.
Hmm?
This might be the ghost room. Temperature's dropping. It's like less than 15 right now. Still going down. We found the ghost room.
reader.
I'm a genius. Say it. I'm a genius. It's going down. It's still going down. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna see if it goes all the way down. It's like coming to 5 right now. Hey, somebody take this. Someone take this. Oh, we can see it.
Oh, yep. It's freezing.
No, not yet. It's like 6 degrees. Not quite.
Yeah.
Not quite
I can
freezing.
see my breath though.
Not quite freezing. Not yet. Okay, I'm gonna throw stuff here. We have to set up here. We're gonna go back to the truck and get all the things over. Now we know which
Hey,
is...
there's like a mouse toy like over here, like for the cat.
But I don't see any cats. I feel cheated. I don't see no cats.
Oh look, another cat paw portrait.
Do we have any bones? We wanna look for bones, not just cats, y'all. Bones. We need money. Money. I'm gonna be broke if you guys don't get anything.
I mean, the other way we can open some drawer and like hopefully there's like something. I mean, I don't know.
Hey, get your asses over. We need to collect some stuff here. Get like tripod stands or something. I don't know.
All right.
Someone carry a tripod stand for me. I got the dots and I got the notebooks, so I'm good.
Let's see.
I'm full. I'm coming back.
Radio.
It's okay, Childe. You can stay there. I think we got everything.
Yeah.
I think we
Why
got
am I
everything.
the-
Hello.
Jeez, I hate the darkness.
Really?
Got some activity in the living room.
Really?
Hello.
What? I'm gonna...
Oh my god, I just realized
UV,
there's another
UV,
trash
UV, UV,
pumpkin.
UV over the on the door, UV on the door. Quick, quick, quick. UV. Where's the UV?
The UV will stick on the floor.
God dang it. UV on the door? Is there UV on the door?
Hello.
Is there UV on the door? How do I know if UV works? Dude, I don't know if UV works.
UV is gonna be like, you see like a green marks, like, like a fingerprint.
Can't tell, I can't tell. I don't know what I'm doing.
Don't worry. If anything happen, I'm just gonna start burning this stick.
Doesn't look like it's going down. It's going down, but it's not like going down, down.
Oh, oops.
Lights.
Whoops. Oh, lights. Our insanity must be low, I think.
No, there's still like
okay.
actual light here, so I don't think so.
I'm going inside.
No, but that's mean like, ghost activity.
I'm trying to confirm for freezing temps, y'all. Doesn't seem like it.
Come outside.
Okay, we need to check for ghost orbs.
You're gonna need like the webcam with that. I'm
Sanity
trying to
level. We're still good.
drop G.
I need to off the light here, y'all. Hmm.
Hey.
Weird. There's like no activity yet.
Did you guys take the thermometer? Where is it?
No. Should be still there. Unless it's all ghost object.
Well, it's still this room. I'm not seeing any ghost orbs. Where's my thermometer though?
Okay, wherever you are, like your sanity is like dropping. Okay, Chibi, you drop like quite significant.
Well, thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, that's mean like there's a higher probability. It's like that's the ghost room. So
It is the ghost room. I've been telling you guys it's the ghost room.
yeah.
I've been
Yeah,
telling you
well,
guys it's the ghost room, y'all. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Alright.
Where's
but
my
we cannot confirm
thermometer?
that.
Where's my thermometer though? I want my thermometer, y'all. Where is it? I need to confirm if it's freezing temperatures. Who took it? Who took it? That's not my thermometer. That's not my thermometer.
Alright, anything you guys needed, like from the bus?
Thermometer. I lost mine. I don't know where it went.
Okay.
Where did it go, man? What the fuck? Thermometer. Where is it?
Alright, bringing you thermometer now.
I swore I left it here. Did the ghost steal it? Oh my god, we have a thief.
I mean, possibly.
Okay, I don't see ghost orbs. I'm just saying. There was no UV previously. No ghost
Okay.
orbs. No.
Here, the thermometer. I drop it there.
Okay.
Maybe we should get some salt.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to
Yeah.
grab like the flash thingy.
Okay. I may or may not die, y'all. Because you left me alone. I'm just standing in the ghost room alone.
Alright. I'm staying behind with you. Alright. Cat picture. I love it.
It is going down, but it's not zero yet. Man, I find it hard to confirm it, but I'm pretty sure this is the ghost room. I'm so happy I found it though. The ghost room, I mean. Wait, we have one. Freezing temperatures confirmed. Freezing temperatures confirmed. It's below zero right now. Freezing temperatures, yes, we got that.
Alright.
It's coming to
Yeah.
-5 right now. Okay.
Okay, that's definitely not great, I guess.
Okay, dots there. Ghost writing, not yet. Spirit box, has anyone confirmed it? Ghost orbs, has anyone seen it?
Mm, you're gonna need like use the webcam and then like
Yeah, no, I was here previously. I didn't see it. Okay, let's go to the bus and try and see if it's there. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go out, go to the bus. Wait, we have to turn off the light first. I'm sorry. We have to turn off the light first.
Wait, don't worry. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay. Okay. Okay, and then we go back to the bus for a bit because I wanna see ghost orbs, yeah? And maybe
Mhm.
dots. God, I'm so bad at
Okay,
this game.
I'll put down some salt before we leave it alone. Oh,
Oh wait, do you
radio's
need
going
help?
nuts.
Wait, do you need help?
EMF has gone over high EMF.
How much? 5?
Yep, it's maxed.
5. Okay, we have 5 EMF. Nice. EMF
Oh, that's
5.
nice. Actual animation with the salt.
Actual animation. Oh, they upgrade. Disturbed salt. I'm seeing this disturbed salt. Is there UV? Is there UV, Childe?
Um,
UV
so far no.
on the
Maybe we
salt?
should get some more you.
So
Oh, footprints. They stepped on it.
I stepped
Let
on
me
it.
pick. Let me,
There's a
let me put
UV
this
light
up.
there. Is it there? Oh, I'm lagging.
No.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Am I connected? I disconnected. Fuck.
Okay, temperature is now, let's say,
yeah.
-7 degrees.
Yep, freezing
Okay. I already
confirmed.
mark it.
Freezing
So it's
confirmed.
freezing. Yes.
What else is confirmed? EMF
So
5, freezing, yes.
MF5. Yes. Spirit
UV?
box. Anything like or ghostwriting. Hey, did we put like the book for ghostwriting?
Yeah, I put it there, but I
No.
don't know
Yep.
if it
No.
worked. Nope.
Nothing.
Oh, I'm lagging. The stream and everything is crashing, guys. Am I still connected?
No.
Ah! Hello, is Discord there? I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm so dead. I'm fucking dead. Oh, the stream is crashing. The stream is crashed. Uh, I hate this. Okay.
Oh,
Did,
dang.
did I crash?
Uh,
Or did I die?
technically just like cut out from the game.
Oh my god. Okay, that's bad. Yeah, there's a reason why I say I shouldn't be hosting. It's okay. If I left, it means that I can just rejoin, right? Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm so sorry, chat. I knew this was gonna happen. Like that's why every time I don't try to host a lobby because my internet is not great. I don't say this for the sake of saying it. I say it because it's true. Now you guys know. I don't know how I survive as a streamer, y'all.
Hmm.
Where is the code? Oh shit, I lost it somewhere. It's the same one, right?
Yeah, it's the same one.
Okay, let me try. Let me try. It says timeout disconnected. What the fuck? Blah, blah. Are you guys still alive?
Yeah, we're still alive.
Oh, you're
But
still
there
trying to
are
He's
find
some
dead.
it.
that are in need of help.
Okay. Game is closed, they said. Okay, you know what? Someone has to re-invite me later on. I'm gonna take a break. At time. Chad is gonna
Okay.
watch ads. Holy shit, what is this luck? On the day that I'm like, oh, I feel physically fine enough to stream impromptu. Nope. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna be AFK for a while. I'm gonna refill my water and everything and like try and see if something is wrong with the router outside. Yeah, I'll be right back, Chad. Watch ads. Enjoy.
Yeah.
500 feet in the
Okay.
air. Shut up, Grungus.
Jin Oni Shade or the Twin?
Yeah,
Which-
yeah. I'm guessing either one of these two as well.
Yeah.
Hmm. Actually, let me see. I need more evidence of. Consider that they're not that lethal is definitely the June.
But okay, the ghost is reacted with the salt, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It
That's really
it but
interesting.
but it took a very long time to interact with the other salt.
Ah, okay.
Because if it is twins, then it would have interacted very soon.
But we don't have anything other than like some like writing and like whatsoever as well. Jeez, alright. Oh shit. Hmm? Object thrown.
Yeah, the camera did move a bit, but not aggressively though.
So it's like not so super aggressive. Hmm. Okay, I mean the activity is getting higher and higher over there.
Yeah, it's definitely a June.
Well, I guess we can wrap this up.
Yeah, okay, ready?
Yep. We're gonna need Chibi back anyway.
Yeah. Uh, maybe it's better if someone else hosts.
Oh,
Oh,
it's Shade. Oh, alright.
so that evidence was far off.
Hmm. yeah, shit is shy, so that's why like raw reaction with salt and stuff. I mean that makes sense.
I'm back. What's going on?
Welcome back.
You guys
Welcome
died?
back.
You guys find it?
Nah,
No? You still in it?
we already back to the lobby.
Okay, can you give me the lobby code? Who's the
Just give me.
hosting one now? Because it crashed on me.
May.
Oh, you're hosting? Nice.
Which,
Yeah, I need a new
actually,
one. Also, there
should
was
I?
nothing wrong with my router. It's just me. No, I blame the ISP. I blame the ISP. It's always around peak hours. This is like 10:30, right? It's like peak hours all the way to midnight. From 8 to midnight. That's why I try to avoid streaming during these hours because they are being a bitch.
Okay. Well, the code's still the same though.
No, but I cannot join. What do you mean? It's a private game, yeah?
Yeah.
Actually, maybe we should real. I'll leave and then
Someone rehosting or?
yeah, maybe we should go back to our own separate game and then reopen.
All right.
No, it says game not found. Can
All
somebody
right.
else
Well.
do it for me? I know I'm the streamer right now, but I cannot do this.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Fine. Okay.
Okay,
Fine.
I'm from Australia. Well, girl.
All right. Okay. You know
Australia?
what? I can make. I can make.
Really? Hey, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Between Indonesia and Australian internet, either one of you guys gotta be better than me. I'm from Singapore, y'all.
All right. All right. Wait. Just give me a moment.
Hey, by the way, this is our national telco. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying this is our national telco.
There's the code. I put it
In where?
in the voice chat.
Yes,
Chat.
the
Yeah.
side chat.
Oh. Okay, hold on.
Thank you.
Okay, let me try again. Let me try again. Please let me in. I'm in.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Okay.
Woohoo! I mean, okay. How did?
Except on the downside, it's like my level too low to unlock like so many things. So
No, it's okay. We can do
It
it.
will
You
supply you.
can remove it. You can remove, but we can do it.
okay.
But I don't know how to do it
I'll
though.
just.
Okay, you remove it.
Okay. I'm adding dots.
Wait,
How do I add
how do
things
I add
again?
things? You're asking me the same question. No, I'm so sorry. Um. Quick loadout. No, equipment manager. Was
Yeah,
it
equipment manager.
equipment manager? Okay. Oh, okay. I think I can. Okay, whoever that is with the... Okay, I have a level 2 flashlight and a level 2 UV light and level 2 EMF reader. So whoever is doing the other things, right? You can
Yep.
remove it. I can edit. And go to... What is that? Equipment manager and remove it. Who's hosting? Mi-chan, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, you remove it and then we add stuff. It's okay.
The flashlight. Okay. Wait.
Yeah, I have
I
level
can.
2 flashlight. I have level 2 EMF.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, that's not. Okay.
Okay, and I have level 2 UV.
Okay. Apparently you can do it your own. So like, not me.
Oh, okay. Well then we're all fixed. I'm good. Vote on a map. I'm just gonna
Okay.
ready up. Wait. I can't ready up. I can't ready up. What do you mean by I can't ready up? Don't tell me what to do.
Oh, we have to select a map first.
Oh.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, where you guys wanted?
Wait, did you guys finish the last one? What ghost was it?
It's a
It's what?
it's a wrong ghost. It's a shade. You know, we pick Jin and then like apparently it's a shade.
Ah, okay, okay. Better luck this time. Chibi's back. Pray for my internet. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I don't know what's good. You can choose a small map because we are all
All right,
noobs, so I don't think big maps are gonna be good for us. We're gonna die.
all right. So let's go with like the Willow Street again, I guess.
Okay, we can do that because I
Mhm.
didn't finish it,
Yeah.
unfortunately. That sucks,
all right,
bro.
all right. Starting it now.
I didn't even get to die. That's the saddest part. I got nerfed by the internet of all things, man. Oh, the circuit breaker changed. It's in the gym again. Okay.
Yeah. Now it's the ghost name is Larry Doe.
Larry what? Larry Doe.
Larry Doe.
Our response to
Well, good one is not a
everyone.
John Doe because we're gonna be like stop asking
Labrador.
questions.
Huh.
Okay, it asks like photo of the ghost, video, repel
Mm-hmm.
the ghost with incense while chasing someone. All right.
Ah, and don't chase me. Don't chase me. Don't
What
chase
else?
me.
Okay, I'll
Leave me
grab the sword.
alone. Okay, I'm gonna grab a book. The book is mine. I'm a writer. And a thermometer. I'm good. Someone has a
Okay.
camera, right? Who's got camera? Okay, okay, we'll find it.
Yeah.
We'll do it later. I'm getting keys. I'm gonna start. You guys ready?
Yep.
I bring the camera with me. Other than that, I think I'll put the what should I bring? Incense? Yes.
A camera. We need a camera.
All right. I mean I can bring more camera.
Wait, I have
I
the
bring the
keys. Okay, I have the keys. Oh wait, the lights are already on. What is this? That's not the gym. This is the gym. Oh, I'm stupid. It's already
Oh,
on.
EMF reading in dining room.
Really? So quick?
Oh, gym. Okay, around here. In this
Mm-hmm.
general area.
Okay, I'm trying to locate the ghost here. I'm gonna stand in every room for 5 seconds just to see if it goes up or down. It's at 15
Alright.
degrees here. Not really. This is
All right. I think I'll set up the
not
camera like
this. Somewhere outside near
okay.
the dining area. God, I feel like that
No,
area.
It's between the dining area and the gym.
Whoa, 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 okay, okay. I see the ghost. I see the ghost.
Help! Help!
Okay,
Help!
oh,
What's that?
oh,
No. It's okay. It's okay.
orange.
It's okay. It's
20. 20 EMF.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, okay, okay.
40 or
It's
20?
still early. I captured it with my. Okay, so it's like okay, definitely in this like dining area. Gonna drop it, put it there. Okay, I don't have like any other equipment with me, unfortunately.
Okay.
How do you know it's this area? Oh wait, it is
Jesus.
going. Kinda.
All right.
Oh, it is going down. Okay, I'm gonna throw this here. I'm also gonna.
I'll grab
Okay.
another.
Oh Jesus Christ! Gee. Give me a heart attack.
It appeared in front of my face, dude. I'm like, hello, sir. What?
Yeah.
It's so ugly. I'm gonna.
Solved.
All right. Okay, so let's start marking like EMF level 5, right?
Really?
I mean, I don't know. You guys.
I don't know. Who saw it just now?
It was 4.
4, not 5
Okay, so
yet.
not 4.
Okay.
So, okay, nope. So,
We have to quickly set this up. We don't have much time.
yeah, ultraviolet. I mean, I can. How about like the temperature? Oh, it's like snowing outside as well, so that's not good. Does the light is like?
Where's your bin?
Wait. Is that writing? Is that ghost
Door
writing? No, right?
Nope.
I swear I heard the door close.
Wait, why is the I'm gonna lag again. I'm lagging. I'm gonna die. Oops.
Okay, don't worry. If you're gonna die, I have the incense.
Yeah.
The door moves. Or is that me?
The,
Wait, no, that's
no,
me.
no, no, no. The
I
door
hear
move. The
it
door move. The
behind
door
me.
move.
I hear something
The door move.
behind me.
We're gonna need to check with the ultraviolet. Like, if
Ultraviolet,
there's
that's
like,
one here. There's a salt
okay,
footprint. A salt footprint.
yeah, salt footprint, but like no marking on the door, even though they move it and stuff like that. So definitely, uh, no ultraviolet as well.
You think there's
Freezing
like ghost
temperature.
ops?
Ghost op is like, okay, I will check, on the webcam.
Uh-oh.
I need to pick the cam again.
Uh-oh. There's a flickering. It
But
might be hunting me. I don't know.
no, the hunting should like started once like your insanity is like dropped below certain point.
Okay.
But like we still have like 50 seconds, like before it started. So how about like head camera? Nothing. No head camera.
I'm trying to see if it's freezing.
Let's see.
So far it's like what, 3 degrees ish.
Okay.
Nah, so far nothing. So far nothing. Oh.
Oh wait, I bring the camera like so we can capture like some proof so we can get some money.
Okay, but I'm lagging again. I don't think this is a good sign for my stream.
Yeah.
EMF 2.
Okay, 2. Oh, we can actually pick this up.
What?
Hmm?
Oh
we
yeah,
can
you
pick
you
this up.
you can start picking up items. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Oh, it's paper towel. I thought I picked up coffee.
Wait, did someone
Man.
turn on the radio?
No,
Nope.
turn on automatically.
So it's the ghost.
Where's the radio?
So I don't know. I hear music though.
Yep, the walkie-talkie. Yep. On the map.
I'm lagging again, y'all. The
Well,
cup is
whatever it is,
moving.
like, definitely love to play with like
I'm lagging.
electricity.
I'm screwed. I'm lagging. Tell you what, I have to go back to the truck for a bit. I'm gonna like, okay, you know what? Where's a corner I can hide in for a while? I
You
can't.
can hide in this, like
Alright, hold on. Ow, that was my face, you dumbass.
Sorry.
Okay.
Don't forget to close the door.
I'm gonna close the VTube studio because I feel like that's causing a lot of issues right now. Hold on, guys. Where's my OBS?
Okay.
Sorry, doing streamer stuff right now in the middle of things that are not supposed to be. Don't mind me. Scuff.
Phone ring. Oh, should we answer the phone?
You wanna answer the phone? Be my guest.
Yeah.
I don't know. You could, I guess. You could. I'm not
Okay.
stopping you. I'm not stopping you.
Just kill it.
Yep. Oh, maybe. Oh, pick up
Wait,
the
why do I
thing.
have freezing breath in the closet? This is kind of crazy.
Two combination, like the ghost area, and plus it's winter, so
Oh.
it's gonna affect some of like the temperature as well.
Okay, if I die, I
Unfortunately.
die. If I die, I die.
Nah, you're not gonna die as long as you don't turn on like your flashlight or like whatsoever. You should be like stay alive.
Sorry, Chad. My PNG is kind of huge right now. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Uh,
Wait, what?
I'm
That's weird.
changing to a PNG now. Wait. Okay, yeah. What's going on? What's going on?
I feel like the dots is like working somehow.
Wait, the closet door open. Was that you?
No. We are like
I'm back.
Okay,
Okay, shall we go
yeah,
back
yeah.
to the truck first? And we
Yes,
take a look
yes.
at the cams. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I'm not carrying anything
Yeah.
now. Okay, hold on. Yes, Shed, I'm a professional. Talk to me. I'm fine. Maintenance break
Okay.
mid go something. You're right. Shut up.
I That's really weird. Like somehow GB like sanity is like dropping more faster than
We blame Scuff.
the
Yeah, we blame the Scuff. What else can it be, yo? Did we turn off the light before we come in?
we did not turn off the light. One
We
thing for sure.
should. Okay, we have to go turn it off.
No. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, I can. One thing like I get the clue. It's like the dots
Oh wait, there's
because like when
dots?
yeah we have dots. Like I feel like when I try like to go out and then like somehow it just like oh wait I see orbs. I see orbs. I see
Orbs.
orbs.
Okay, okay.
Oh, where?
Near like okay like wherever you're pointing like that's the orb like near the face like to the gym, yeah.
Mm.
I did see like orbs like for a second and then like it's just like gone.
Was
Maybe I'll put
is temperature freezing?
one here.
Oh, nice. Good angle. Is the temperature freezing? It's like the thermometer. Wait, there is dots. Yeah, there is dots. I saw a thing. Dots, definitely.
Okay, this I think it's a banshee. The singing siren now attracting victim through song, been knowing single out prey before killing a blow. We can banshee can be heard screaming with a parabolic microphone. Okay, I think like we can test like the parabolic microphone, see if it's like true or
Okay.
we hear something, then it should be like positive with
But
it's a
we
banshee.
we don't have the ultraviolet though. Benji needs ultraviolet. We didn't find it.
True.
Yep, no.
We didn't
No
find the
ultraviolet
ultraviolet.
and
Are you sure there were ghost orbs?
Wait.
candles didn't go out.
Dots, definitely. Okay. Freezing temperature don't have, huh? Yeah, ultraviolet would have shown itself, so I'm gonna cancel that out. Not sure about
So
ghost orbs.
entertain yokai or yurei. Okay, I mean
Okay, what do we need for those?
deteriorate faster with the presence of living. Upon location seems more agile. Weaken over time, slower, less aggressive. Uh, so if like time the ghost writing, so no ghost writing, right?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I mean yokai attract to human voice, haunting family home. Talking near yokai will
Oh,
anger it.
dots. I saw the dots too.
Yep,
Yeah, I mean we already marked the dots.
but I'm not sure about the ghost orbs.
I mean I positive with the ghost orb because I see the orbs like floating for a second before like it gone.
But we should
Yokai
see
attract.
it, right? We should see it if it was ghost orbs, but I don't see it here.
All right, I mean
EMF free.
3, okay. What about temperature?
Temperature. The monitor is -9.
-9.
all right,
That's freezing. That's freezing. Object is thrown. Okay, that's freezing then.
but it's winter, so it could be like affected by that as well.
Yep. The game better have that detailed.
Okay, I'm gonna guess on Uray. If we can't, I'm gonna guess on Uray, yeah? I'm just gonna try and confirm dots. I don't see it. I really don't see it.
Witness smudging the Urei place of that will trap it temporarily, reducing how much it wander. All right.
I mean, we got salt. I don't know what that means.
So yeah, this is like the painting area. Like I see the orbs. But in case if like somehow the Yurei like come to us, like I'm ready to give like this much.
Hmm.
Wait, is that ghost writing?
Is that ghostwriting? Is it a faint scribble or it's like real words?
Nah,
If it's
no
dirty
right.
paper, it's not because the book is not that great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, Grangus is saying it won't be a cheapy stream if it's not scuff. That's not true. I've had streams with no scuff before. I just didn't plan this one out. That's why I said I don't like holding
No.
impromptu streams. Are you using Spirit Box?
Yep.
Okay.
Nothing so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Yurei because there's no EMF 5. We didn't see Ultraviolet. There's no ghostwriting. These ones are confirmed. So based on elimination, I guess it's a Yurei. If you guys wanna go now, it's fine too.
All right. You know what? Let's just go. I mean, like
The ghost is not
we got that.
responding.
Yep, the ghost is not responding.
Like I'm seeing activity here. It's not actually hunting. Childe is actually really low, like below 50 right now. It's like 40,
Oh.
39. But the ghost isn't quite hunting, so I'm not very sure. You wanna try calling out to Larry though?
Hmm. Wait a minute.
Cause it's
It's not
snowing.
that active.
It's not active right now.
Wait, let me look at Yurei.
Yeah.
Could be a Yurei.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like based on what we did, it's not very aggressive either, so yeah, I'm guessing because I don't play the game.
But the Yurei should be like kind of aggressive though. Stronger
Really?
effect on like people's sanity. So I think like yeah, I think it's like positive Yurei. Like
It was pretty aggressive at the start. It came out and jump scared us, right?
yeah.
Alright, so if everybody's going on Yurei, someone close the door and we can go.
All right.
Okay.
What do you think, chat? Is it gonna be a Yurei or are we gonna go broke? It's kinda hard.
It is hard.
Hmm?
Aswang, what the?
Oh,
Huh?
what?
What the fuck is an Aswang?
Well,
Wait,
I mean, like we got some money.
we
We
did.
detected sound.
Oh my god, you guys are amazing. For some reason, I have 600 even though I did not get the correct goals. What?
Yeah.
Okay, Aswang. What is
That's good.
Aswang? Wait, I'm gonna check what the fuck is an Aswang. Ghost. Aswang. Is this a new one? I didn't see this before.
Oh.
Force itself on blood and corpse. Okay, feral yet capable of blending into urban environment. Spot the target, become faster in pursuit, prefer chasing over searching. Okay.
Ghost writing. Did not appear at all.
Yeah.
No, not. But like, it's like really weird. Like, because like I see like
Yeah.
the orb like for a second and then like it's gone.
No, there was no orbs at all.
I
Hmm.
mean I see it. I don't
But
know.
then again,
It's okay.
I
This
guess we got
is.
bamboozled.
We have money. It's okay, guys. We have money. It's okay. I,
We got bamboozled, I guess.
we got scammed, yo. We got scammed, chat. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
What is this? Okay, it's okay. You know what? I'm doing this once. I had like payoff 600, right? So I can definitely load you guys out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's automatic loadout for me. So pick a map. We can go again. What is
All right.
that? That was scam. We got ripped off, chat. Also, the PNG that I've chosen to use in place of my VTuber, hoping that it won't crash my stream, is the moulding one. Because I'm moulding right now.
All right. You know
Yeah.
what? How about like Tanglewood? Like we go easy. This like this Tanglewood
Is
should
that
be like easy. Like
is that the
it's-
beginner map or like?
yeah.
Oh, okay,
It's a
okay.
beginner map.
I hope I remember what it is.
I mean,
Yes, Charlie, that one.
Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. You know. I think, Jimmy, I think you're right. I think they did added a few more ghosts because
They
I did
did,
remember there
right?
was
Because
a gap at the bottom.
I saw, I was like, what is the name of Aswang? I don't know the data gust. I don't know what Galu is. What is a Obambu? Obambo. Like, there's so many, I don't know, like a Kormos. I've never seen that one before. A Dayan. I know a Diogan, but the Dayan, not really. So, like, I'm pretty sure some of these have been, like, you know, changed. Or, like, added or something. I swear to God, I've not seen half of these. Oh wait,
Yeah,
did
I
I
think
ready
they
up? I did. Okay. Okay,
No,
I read it up.
me.
Yeah, they added some, right? Chat, am I hallucinating? They added new ghosts, huh?
more like they add a lot.
It's like 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Alright.
Like 30. There are 30 different ghosts right now to guess from chat. And of all the evidences, they threw us for a loop on that last one. Ghost is illiterate. Refused to write. Refused to sign an autograph because we didn't talk to it or something.
Okay, blow of firelight, sanity average below capture goes. The name is Walter.
Walter?
Cordero. I thought it's gonna be like Walter White though.
Caldero? What nationality is that?
I don't know, kind of like Mexican.
Hold on, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna fact check. Cordero. Name, origin. Is it really Mexican? Oh, it's Spanish and Italian. Oh, you're right. Damn. Okay. I thought for a moment you were being racist.
No.
Okay, Mexican Walter. What can we do for you, man? Wait, whose flashlight is this? Is that level 2?
I don't know.
No, the big, small one, the big one.
Is that better or worse?
No, this one's worse. It's level 1.
Wait, then give it to me.
I mean, we have like 3 of it. Like, why? Just throw it out.
Yeah.
Through. Waste not.
Alright, take.
I mean, it's like
I can
in
take
the.
UV.
Okay, where's my thermometer? I'm gonna try and locate the ghost room every single time, yes? And maybe I will get a notebook. Okay, this is my setup. I'm gonna get the
Okay.
keys. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, let's go. Field trip, y'all.
All right.
Mom is leading the way. Mom has the keys. I say mom, but I'm Chet's teacher, you know. So, oh wait, I forgot. Where's
Yeah.
the circuit breaker? I forgot to check the map. Do you guys know where it is?
It's gonna be like
Let's
in the garage. It's like really basic map here.
Bedroom.
What is the
Hey, look,
garage?
I found the ghost already. The portion
Huh?
no.
What?
The portion no.
Where? Wait, is this like redeemable? Like, does it give money? No. That's not the
Oh.
ghost. What are you talking about? That's not the ghost. For a moment, I believe you. I was like, wait, you found it without a thermometer? How do you do that?
It's like usually like. Oh, they changed like this one as well.
Oh my.
Alright.
Really?
Yeah, this was never
Really?
here before.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what is that? What is that?
Because I remember like this, like you still have like computer on like over here and then like some.
Oh.
I remember this was being a kid's bedroom as well.
Mm.
Okay, well, it's not
But now
here.
it's a granny room. Oh,
Oh.
EMF 2.
All right. So it's like somewhere around here. I'll assume.
Yeah, around here.
Oh, the temperature is dropping in this area. Hold on, let me check the hall. No, it's increasing in the hall. It's this hallway. It's kind of weird. Can they actually be in the hallway? What?
No, I don't know.
I'm gonna stay in this locker with the thermometer, just so I can confirm. I'm put the book out there as well. Hold on. I just want to confirm the temperatures. It is dropping below 15. Oh, it's actually going down. It's like 10-ish. Wait, is that you guys opening the door, or is that the
What?
Yep.
ghost?
I
That's
mean, we are
me.
opening the door, but like
The lights
the
are.
moment I out, yeah, the lights is out.
I'm hearing a lot of footsteps. Is that you guys, or is that the ghost?
Yeah, that's
It's
us.
Okay.
That's us. That's us. All right. Well, I mean,
Okay. Lights are out.
Yeah,
all out
where's...
like no breaker.
I was asking you guys where the breaker is.
All right. Just give me a moment.
It's still going down. Holy shit. Okay. It's like kind of fluctuating right now. It definitely is going down. It's heading
So
towards
it's
5.
in the basement.
Alright, is someone gonna get that? I think the both of you should go together.
No,
Oh.
no, no. We still like in the grace period of like around like 2 minutes, so the ghost not
There
gonna
was
hunting us.
there was some activity in the main hall.
It's okay. Why didn't you say so? I'm gonna go get that myself.
Don't
I
worry,
left
I'm
the
behind.
thermometer in there. Your face is in my...
Sorry.
She'd be angry.
I mean,
Also, we haven't checked the rest of the house in case there are bones or stuff. I need money. Any signs
yeah,
of
I
it.
mean,
Oh, EMF. EMF 4.
It's hunting! It's hunting! It's hunting!
nah, nah, it's not.
I
We,
hear blood in my ears. That's not good.
Well, at least I'm still here.
all right, you know what? I gonna try to put a candle over here, and then like, oops.
There is this
How
ghost
to?
breath on me. Okay,
Okay, how
whoever
to
is
put
in the...
stuff anyway?
What do you want to
I
do?
forgot. I
What do
want to put the candle down.
Is it F?
Oh yeah, it's F.
It's F, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
F. Yep, F and
What the candle do again? Oh,
Candle is.
we need
We
the
gonna.
UV, UV, UV,
I tried to get a reaction like from the ghost, like to that they
UV,
blew
guys.
out
I
the.
heard the door somewhere. I don't know.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
ghost is here. Ghost is like
Oh.
there's like you see I see like here this hole like
yep, I saw it too. Is
yep
our
yep.
grace
Yeah.
period over? I'm just asking. Is our
No
grace
no
period
no,
You're
just
over?
slide out.
you're clip you're clipping Shiva, you're clipping through the walls.
I
Just letting you
am?
hand.
I'm gonna die in that
Yeah.
case. Okay, hold on. Let me try again. Is this better?
We, s- we still have like
Where are you?
24 seconds, so it should be fine.
Technically, yeah. I'm gonna stay in this closet just to see if it goes down. I feel like it might be 0.
Candle blew out.
Is
Okay,
that
well I gonna take
good?
a picture of that. We get the one of like the criteria. Get the ghost to blow out the firelight.
Oh, you guys are so
The
smart.
candle.
It might be 0. It's like 3 degrees. It's still going down now. My ass is
As long
freezing. It's not yet freezing. I hear stuff. Holy shit. Wait. It's right outside. The door right outside this has opened and closed violently at that. I might add.
yeah, I hear that like click something like that.
Yeah,
Closing
yeah.
and opening.
It's hunting.
Even
It's hunting.
it's
It's hunting.
Oh no.
It's hunting. I heard the EMF go off like crazy as well. It's hunting.
we open the door. We open the door. Should be fine.
Should I get out?
Yeah, yeah. If you want to.
Yep.
Is
Camera broke
anybody
down.
in? I heard someone walk past me.
Yep,
Yep.
that's me.
Okay, the activity died down. Oh my
Okay.
god, GB, your sanity is like 58.
Thank you. We're supposed to get it less than 25 if I recall. Also, unknown fell asleep for a bit. You're here. Okay, if you're in my server, you can join. Probably after we die. I'm just saying this.
candle blew
Upgrade
out.
the thermometer. Grungus, you think I don't want to do that? I want to, but we're kind of broke right now. I can't do it. Hey, you want to join? I can make space for you. You can come in. I'm still trying to
Hide in the
get the
closet.
thermometer, but like it's not going past down 0 though. It's so frustrating. It's like almost there, but not there yet. I'm so close to it, but no.
Well,
It's still in bed.
did
Okay.
anyone already put the book?
Yep, the book is down on the floor outside right here, but I'm trying to get the thermometer thing. Did you guys see it? Did you see it?
Where?
The book.
Nope.
The book is wait, where'd my book go? What the fuck?
No, I'm trying to find like you guys. Like, where are you guys?
Closet.
Oh, okay.
Where's the
You're at
book?
closet.
Oh yeah, the book. Is there writing? You know, put it down.
Nope. Oh, it stopped hunting. It stopped hunting.
Yep. It breathed on me.
I'm probably dead.
Nah.
I'm hiding behind the car. It's a terrible idea. It's not a good hiding spot, guys, I'm gonna say. It's very open. The boot is not even... I'm not even in the car boot, guys. I'm just behind the car towards the garage door. I'm like...
No, no,
Oh.
no. The hunting is not started. Not started yet.
Are you sure? Okay, I'm gonna come back.
Yeah. It's just like teasing us. It's just teasing us, like,
Oh.
you know.
Oh damn, our sanity is so low.
Yep. Okay, well, grab your, you know, the sanity restore thingy, like, unless
Okay,
you guys like
let's-
want to be killed anytime soon.
I mean, do I have a
Okay.
choice?
I don't know. I mean,
Yep, what a better way to improve our sanity.
No, but we
Boil
wanna
liquor.
we wanna get to 25. Remember, look at that. It says the team sanity has to be below 25. Don't take the
Yeah,
medicine yet. Oh, okay, never mind. You know what? It's fine. I will get it to like as close to 0 as possible. I guess maybe, I don't know.
And the zero would kill you instantly.
okay.
I'm almost there.
Okay.
Wait,
Well, I
we
got
didn't
some
even...
activity in front of me.
Yo, we didn't
Like,
even get the spirit box. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
I
Also,
put
why...
the dots in front of me, like near the, you know, the hallway.
Wait, is that orbs? Hold on. Is that orbs? No, that's not orbs. That's not orbs. Ah, my eyes.
Wait, what? Wait.
Yeah, who
Why
turned
the
on the
camera?
lights?
Also, why is there a camera in the middle of a truck? I'm seeing your butt, Michan.
I don't know.
Oh, you turned on the
Crazy.
lights. I see. No, I'm trying to look for orbs, y'all. We have 0 evidence so far. I'm gonna go back with the thermometer. I can't. And we didn't bring a spirit box, y'all. I can't believe. Can't believe it's... Wait. It's hunting. Hunting. Hide. Wait, I'm gonna try and go back and see if there's evidence. It's hunting. Definitely hunting. Still hunting.
That's me.
Huh?
What's
What?
going on?
The door keeps, the closet keeps on opening.
No, it's hunting right now, Childe. Hide.
I'm in the closet.
Okay, good. Stay there. When Michan can open, he will come and get you.
Yeah. I'll.
I don't know what the EMF is on right now.
There's dots. Okay, dots confirmed.
Yeah, I saw it too.
I don't see ghost orbs yet. I'm trying to
Okay,
confirm it.
door open.
Okay, get out of there,
Okay.
Childe. Get out of there.
Whoa.
Wait,
The
there's
crucifix
things
is
moving.
running.
Ghost orbs confirmed. When Charlie walked past, I saw it.
Yeah, the
Yep.
crucifix also like immediately like burning like the moment that I.
Okay. Dots and ghost orbs. I hope we are not getting cheated again. I need to bring these 2 things in. Thermometers and the spirit box.
Whatever the ghost it is, like super aggressive. Like, definitely hate crucifix. They hate Jesus.
I'm gonna throw it here. Alright, in front of the closet. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna go in the closet. I need to confirm freezing temperatures to know if it's really what I think it is.
Okay, it finally stepped on the salt,
Okay.
but no UV.
No UV. Okay. Then we can probably cancel it out. Evidence, no UV. EMF? Did we get an EMF? Writing? Is there writing so far?
Nope, no writing.
No writing so far. Okay. No freezing temperatures either. It doesn't really want to go
Okay, more
down.
dots.
I hear something.
Dots.
Dots
about, like-
and ghost orbs confirmed.
How about like spirit box?
I brought it in, but I haven't asked it anything yet, so I don't know.
Ah. Oh, remember last game when I saw that all those doodles on the book? Yeah, turned out the book is supposed to be completely clean.
It is. Really? It's supposed to be
Yep.
completely clean.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The ghost is just like stepping on the salt in front of like the hallway.
I'm in a closet in that said
And-
hallway.
and like throwing some stuff. Okay, I see dots. Like it's going like to the dining room. Chili.
Yes, right? That's why I
Yes,
said. I know! I told you I saw ghost orbs, I saw dots.
But weirdly enough, it doesn't trigger like the lightning, the light trap that I set up.
No, I'm still trying to wait for freezing confirmation. It's like 2 degrees, it's like 1 degrees. It's not exactly going down yet. Why do you think I'm in the closet? I'm not doing this for fun, y'all. I'm trying to get the evidence that I need. Just get out of here. But no.
Well, you see, the
No.
sanity is like 18, so be careful.
I'm in the closet, I'll be fine. I just need to prove that this is definitely freezing. But it's not. Which means if it's not freezing, there is okay, what do I need? I need either EMF 5, which I don't think so. I will need either ghostwriting, which I don't see it, or spirit box. It might be spirit box. If it's spirit box, I'm choosing yokai.
Whoa, ghost riding.
Yeah, but I don't see either, you see. That's why I need freezing. It's not freezing yet. It's kind of stupid. I'm gonna
But
throw it here. I'm gonna throw it here.
is the writing happening?
Not seeing it.
Okay, EMF 3.
I'm gonna put the writing here. Right here. Alright. It's hunting! I'm hiding. It's hunting. It's hunting me! Hunting me! Get out of here! Get out! Get out, guys! Get out! It literally...
Outside.
It's right in front of my closet. It's angry.
Yeah, okay. I think the hunting is done. Try to... Okay.
You open the front door. You guys are outside. If it's there, then I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Yep, okay, I'm on my way.
Is it open?
Open.
I'm running. Fuck this shit, I'm running. Run. We're not doing it. I'm not doing it. How low am I?
Quite low.
Oh, no wonder it was trying to kill me. I am like very low. It's okay. I'm gonna make my guess, y'all. Cause I don't see it. There's no freezing temperature. It refuses to freeze. There's ghost orbs, there's dots. So between Taiye, between yokai and Raiju, I'm gonna guess my bet on yokai. There's no writing. There really is no writing though. I hate this. There's totally 0 EMF. I don't know, man. Chat, vote. Which of these 3 does it look like to you? I'm gonna read. What the fuck is a Raiju? It thrives on electrical currents, generally calm.
It's not calm. It's like, throwing stuff in. Definitely not.
Okay, what is a Taiye? It has been known to rapidly age over time, even in the afterlife. It deteriorates faster while within presence of living.
Nope. Definitely not, because like I see like, the chasing is like really quick.
What the fuck? Okay, what about yokais? They are commonly attracted to human voices and be haunting family homes. We don't know
You
this.
know what? Let me confirm that. I'm going to go to the spirit box.
Okay, you need a spirit box for yokai.
But it had the ghosts that like, really hate crucifix, because like the moment that I go in, like, to save
Hello?
child, it immediately burn.
Yep, no more ghost riding though, so
More ghost writing?
yeah.
There is...
Both books have been drawn on.
Oh!
Oh no, it's hunting.
Hide! Turn off your torch! No, it's not hunting. It's not... I don't see it hunting.
All
It's
the
not
doors are
hunting.
closed though.
Is the main door open?
no.
Main door is open?
No hunting.
Okay,
No hunting.
should I?
Wait, the books are... really?
The
They're-
box is like
Hello?
buying it. Okay, come on.
Hello?
I have the
Okay.
crucifix just in case, like, it start hunting you.
Yep.
They have the books? What? It really has scribble on the books?
Yep.
Are you sure it's not just dirty paper?
Yep, I'm sure. Both books have got different types of writing on it.
Oh, okay, then we have all 3 evidences. Now get out of there. It's a Taiye.
Oh yay.
Get out of there, it's a thigh, yay. We have all three evidences now. Hold on. Oh, are you? Okay, that's good. We have all three now. If they both have scribbles, then we are good to go. And hopefully, I hope you are right. I hope you are right. Okay, are we good? Have you gotten all your things down? So the three that we need are dots, ghost orbs, and ghost writing. I
Yep.
hope we were not wrong about this. I hope.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Ready.
Okay, close the door. Let's go. And then we have Unknown to join us. Unknown, my bro, are you gonna be in VC with us? Actually, come to VC with us. We're not actually using the mic in game because my mic is not that great, unfortunately. What do you know? Phasmophobia is not that scary. It is just very frustrating.
Welcome back.
I've been summoned.
It's none of the above. What the fuck? It's an Obambo. Obambo. What?
What
is
the
that?
heck is a bambo?
I don't
Is that a
know.
new ghost?
It is a new one. We've been bamboozled. We have been cursed. Unknown. It's an Obama, guys. It's an Obama.
Okay, I guess like next time we just like start reading and stuff. But there's like okay, ghostwriting yes, dots yes, but no ultraviolet though.
No.
Yeah, I didn't see a single piece of ultraviolet as well.
All right, okay, I guess like the game is like really messing with us, like
Okay, Unknown. Do
Yeah.
you have the code? Let
Um,
me just check.
is it the one in Collab Center?
I know. It's the
It's in
one
chat,
in the voice chat.
the voice chat, yeah.
The who? Where?
I ping you.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I crashed when I was hosting it, and then I lagged, and I almost crashed again. So I decided that streaming is kind of cursed for me, and that's the reason why I don't host. I did say it before. It's happened.
Okay, okay, I'm gonna need to change my character because we have like two bolt guy.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Unknown is
the
bald.
guy.
Unknown is also bald.
Oh, no,
Oh,
could just wear a hat or grow
that is
some
true.
hair.
Michan wear a hat.
Okay, fine. I wear hat.
Yeah, just go to a hair clinic.
Wait, Grungus is
No, I can.
logging in. You have to communicate to stream. Grungus, brother, if you're gonna do that, then we're full. We're full right now in fast mode. It can't go more than 4.
All right. Well,
I got in here, Grunkus. Fuck you. Fuck you.
He said
My
it.
spot.
He said it, Grungus. I didn't say it. He said it.
all right. Well, guys, like which map you guys want?
Oh, by the
just to,
way,
like
Unknown, is your items better than mine, or like should I
No.
use no? Okay, then I'll just use mine then. It's okay. I'll just use mine then. Alright, vote for a map. Oh my god. You know what? Tanglewood is kind of okay as long as that front door closet is fine. I can
Alright, then we just
lose all my insanity there. My insanity? I can lose all my sanity there.
yeah. Okay, I pick like the Tanglewood again.
Whoa, what the heck is going on? Grungus is like my child ass Chungus life. Nah, fuck me. It's okay. I deserve it. You did. Yo, is this BL I'm sensing? Is this bromance I'm sensing? Oh, I'm sensing some really juicy stuff right now. Between my guys. My lads. You have to know that I am a fanfiction writer, yeah? Yeah? Yo, is this canon? Is this canon? You wanna be fucked?
Uh, enough
It's
maybe I
too
can
early
write
for
this.
this. I just woke up.
It's too early for this,
Wait.
yeah. It's too early for this.
Yeah.
I just woke up from a nap. I fell
Oh,
asleep on accident.
oh. Okay. Well, we have Benjamin Lavender, a very gay ghost this time. Oh, this is my BL calling. Sorry. Wait, give me that useless flashlight. Give it to me. I'm gonna be in the closet
Oh,
most
no,
times.
okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's mine. The useless one's mine.
Hmm.
And then I'm in charge of the ghost room again, kinda, thermometer, and a book, because that's what I like to do. I'm getting
Yeah.
keys. Is everybody ready? Do you have everything you need?
I'm setting up my
Ready.
stream. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, you feel
Okay.
free to go, but I'm
It's
just I'm
free.
setting
And
up.
I'm set,
Okay.
like, to-
Mom's gonna open the car doors. Careful, boys. I'm gonna go in there and get the keys opened.
yep.
Wait, I forgot to
Yeah,
check the
well,
circuit breaker again. I'm gonna have to go
Circuit
back.
breaker is like the same place, like basement. It's basement.
Okay, okay. Is my favorite closet open? Yes. It's
Alright,
my
I'm just gonna
favorite.
turn on all the lights, like what we can find.
Ooh, okay,
Like
no, no
exploring.
breaker
discovery
is
yet.
on. Breaker is on.
Breaker is on, yes.
Yep, breaker is on. Oh my god, they have a
Kitchen.
live architect train track thing here. Holy shit, that's fucking cool.
Oh, EMF free kitchen.
Oh, kitchen?
Kitchen, okay.
Wait, let me check the kitchen.
Well, I guess we can set things up, like around the kitchen.
No, I have to confirm if this is the room though.
Oh.
Temperature's not really changing here.
Well, I'll leave the camera here just in case.
Okay, yep, that's smart.
But the salt shaker, like it's falling, so some activity, I guess.
UV? Any UV? Who has the UV?
Not me.
I brought a spirit box, and I noticed, Chibi, that you're talking in game.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, happening again.
Why you guys not tell me earlier? Dang.
Try changing your controls to push the chalk.
Okay, I did it now.
Salt. UV.
Wait, there is UV? Who's got
No, I'm
UV?
grabbing it.
Okay. Say
How
so!
can I pick it up?
Wait, really? Is it this
Okay,
area?
there.
Why is the temperature not moving? I feel like the ghost is fucking with me. What do you mean by you don't... What do you mean by this is not it? Huh? Huh?
What the fuck?
What?
No, like this camera is like keep the camera like in the bus is like bugging out. It's like the
It's
camera is like
working.
dancing here. Yeah, it's working.
I'll see.
Two.
Well,
EMF 1.
do I really have to
Oh, it
do
stepped
this
in, It stepped in
again?
the salt. It stepped in the salt.
Okay. And it moves, and it's very aggressive. Spirit box movement.
Good to know. Have we checked the house for bones and whatnot?
Oh, just definitely spirit a ghost object.
Oh.
Oh. I don't see any ghost breathing. Is it here?
Don't think so. I don't think so.
So it's like in the kitchen area. I'll set up the trap camera as well.
How do you guys
Microwave is running on
know?
its own.
I don't see any ghost breathing. Or
Yeah,
like
that's the thing. I don't see it either. It's like... Oh, this is bad.
Oh well, I don't have the camera. Wait, I gonna need to grab the camera in case that we be able to see the ghost for a second.
Okay, go for it.
Maybe we should turn this off before we kill ourselves.
Did you turn that on?
Yeah, apparently we.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
the sensor detect the ghost.
Oh, wait, it's here. It's definitely here. Okay, now it's going down. What the fuck? Okay, now it's going down. I'm gonna drop the
Unplug the light.
thermometer here.
Pick up the light.
Is there a nearby closet that I can camp in while this thing goes down? No?
I mean, I don't know. Depend. Like the place that you can camping is like
Oh, the ghost breath is
Near-
finally here.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely in the kitchen. Oh my god, you like baking? You like cooking?
Yes.
Alright.
Good thing there's no one in those arsonists.
Mr. Ghost.
Why are you
I give
cooking?
some camera as well, like in case you guys see the ghost.
What are you
Gonna grab
cooking?
some clothes to set things up.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna contribute. Here, have a cookbook. Wait, that was us. That was not the ghost. That was us. We're trying to set your house on fire. Hi. Do you mind? Would you mind talking to us?
Oh wait, we found some remain. What? Okay,
Wait.
it's interesting.
Huh? I just took random pictures.
Yeah, but it's like it's like got marking like we found some remains.
Did we?
Yeah.
Where? How come I don't know?
The first picture. The first picture.
How come I don't even
I
know?
don't know. I took pictures of the salt.
No, like before the salt. Before the salt.
No.
More ghost objects.
Hi, ghost. What is the ghost name
Oh,
again?
there's a
Benjamin.
skull
But
over
Benjamin, my
Okay.
gay guy, my dude. Are you gay? Are you lavender? Oh wait, the salt has a footprint right now. Hi.
Oh, it wrote in the book.
Oh, there's a what it is what I what? There is evidence
the
of a
book.
ghost writing.
Yep. Alright.
Hi, Benjamin. Oh wait, Benjamin, my guy, are you gay? Yes, I know you have ghost writings. Very pretty drawing, actually. Would you like to tell me more about that so that I can psychoanalyze you and your death? Oh yeah, did I say you died? Yes, I said you died. You actually died. If you come and kill me, maybe I can join you in the afterlife. Would you like free therapy sessions? They're actually really free. Okay, you know what? It's not responding. It's not responding. Benjamin Lavender, are you gay? Purple is my favorite color, just so you know. I have nothing against gays. I have nothing against gays. I repeat, I have nothing against gays, Benjamin. If you're part of the pride, I am very happy with that.
Spirit box.
Oh, that's scary. I didn't see the color just now.
Oh, wait, no, that was just another myth.
Wait, where's my thermometer? Where's the thermometer? Is it not going down yet? Not yet, not yet. That camera keeps on shaking though.
Where's the
Happy birthday, Benjamin.
Thermometer is with me in my hand. If I die, you can have it.
Right.
It's not going down. It's hot stuck at 3. What do you want, sister?
Alright, I gonna grab you guys like some
How much is that? How much is that? How much is that?
One.
Only 1. 2. It says 2.
Two.
Count properly, bitch.
I'm using
Yeah.
the shitty meter. It's jumping back and forth.
Why is
Mm.
all the lights on?
Okay, I'll turn off the lights.
Beep beep beep.
You don't want the
Wait.
break at the break.
Did the ghost like blew the candle?
Yes. If I
Yeah.
die, you can have the thermometer. Alright, I'm just saying. If I die, you can have it. EMF 3.
No, don't get more cameras.
If I die, you can inherit it. Okay, I'm just saying. If I die, you can have it. I'm just gonna stick it in the open. There is no closet for me. I am proud. I'm proud to be part of the Pride Parade too. I'm not just an ally, y'all. I'm legitimately in the behind part of the queue. Oh. Make up your mind, you fucking gay piece of shit. Is it 0? Is it not 0? Is it below 0? Is it not 0? Come on. Who is jerking this stupid camera? Why is it doing this? Why? What?
I mean, the doors making it bugged out.
UV. The door. Check the door. UV, guys. I'm gonna stick here. The one to the left, I think. Oh, great. And everybody leaves me here to go check on it. Okay, great. If I die, you can have the thermometer.
Don't worry, I can
And
like the
camera
Pacific
move
for you,
again.
GB.
It's only
Protect
2.
you.
That is only 2. Fuck. Make up your mind, you fucking gay dude. Go down or go up. Choose one. You can't be both top and bottom unless you want to be a switch. In that case, then I don't mind. There are very few switch stories in here. You either be a top or a bottom. You want to be both, that's fine by me too, okay? Level 2, nothing impressive. Level 3, nothing impressive. 2 and 3s, nothing impressive. Dude, you're fucking bottom, aren't you? You're fucking bottom. Say it. You're bottom. You're bottom. Wait, what was that? Check the UV. You're fucking bottom. That's how I know.
Where?
You're not dominant. You can't even top the charts. Look at that. You can't even get past 4. You can't make it. No, I'm sorry. This is not.
Yeah, let's just make a wholesome story.
You're a bottom. You can't even top the
Yeah.
chart.
4. That's a 4. That's a 4. Oh, you want to top? You want to top? Is that how you see it? Oh, are you mad? Are you mad? Oh, you're mad?
I'm getting murdered.
I think you got mad.
Oh yeah.
the
Oh yeah.
ghost
That's how I know. You're fucking bottom, right? That's why you're trying to kill me. I'm right, aren't I? I'm fucking right, aren't I? It's because you're a fucking bottom.
Chibi, it's like going to you.
I know.
the ghost.
I'm sticking it. Shut up. This ghost is a fucking bottom. No way he's gonna do that. If you kill me, it's because it's right. You just silence me because your boyfriend dumped your fucking ass. You have no guts. You're in the closet. It was a 4, y'all. It wasn't a 5 yet. It was a 3 now. Come on, yeah. Come get me. You're really a top. Show me. Show me that you're actually a top. I don't think you can do it. Yeah, that's right. That's just 4, huh? This is the best you can do? This is the best you got? This is why your boyfriend dumped you. This is why you died. You took your own life because you were so ashamed, right? You didn't know your red flags from your red carpets. You're so fucking gay. You would settle for anybody and absolutely everyone. You wouldn't do it. You can't do it, huh? Nah, you're incapable of topping. You can't top. You're too passive, right? If you were a top, you would have killed me by now, right? If you were top, you would have killed me. Nope. You're just screaming. It's a 3, guys. It's not even a 5. I'm hearing a lot of things though. Interesting stuff. It's not going down and it's not going up either. Make up your mind, bitch.
Your sanity is 0.
Thank you. I know. I did
I think
say.
it's called Ghost Orb.
Wait, is it really ghost orbs?
I think so, yeah. That would make sense because we didn't get freezing and we didn't get EMF.
It's like blinking 4 right now. Wait, that's blinking 4.
It's going to Chibi.
I know.
I can't even like. Oh, okay, no, it's me. I died.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
Yeah,
I mean,
Well-
I tried to make this smudges like working, but like somehow it just like doesn't. I don't even know
it's
how.
Chibi the ghost is inside you. I would come back to the car.
I'm actually very safe here. I'm actually very safe here. I've been here for the whole time. He hasn't gotten me yet.
Yeah, because like you are not in the is like POV. So basically, okay, the ghost is like. Oh wait, no, I thought it's a ghost. Sorry. Jesus Christ.
Am I the ghost? What?
No, no, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is going on, man? What is going on, y'all? I'm so lost. I'm so confused.
Chibi, we have all 3. We have
What do we have? What do we have? Tell me.
Spirit box, ghost riding, ghost orb. We have it.
So what the fuck is it? It's gay, isn't it?
Alright.
Alright. Alright.
You guys could like go out first, like from here, like inside the house, like before any one of you die again.
Okay, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Okay, we got a Mari. We got a fucking purple gay dude. I'm out. Who else is out? Oh wait, no, someone is dead.
Yeah, that's me. I died.
Wait, Childe is
Someone's
dead.
dead.
Childe is dead.
Died, like,
When?
here's, like, the-
Since when? I didn't even find your bodies.
In the hallway.
I didn't even see their bodies. Oops, I'm so sorry. Okay, did we all have our things here now? It's a Mari, right? Okay, are we closing the door? I'm gonna close the door, y'all.
Wait, what? Like, did somehow like child 3-5? No. Oh no, I just say the character.
Okay, no, I opened the door. Are you guys in the truck? Are we okay to go?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I
That's the ghost,
untrucked
I mean,
the
okay.
truck. Okay. Wow, I was really at 0%. Holy shit. Well, I had
Sure
no
you're
idea.
not the ghost.
That's
You
what I
did
was
kill us all.
asking you guys. That's what I was asking. I was crying. I was like, you are not a fucking top. Like, either you go down or you go up. It didn't want to go down. It didn't want to go up. It says, I'm not a bottom. I'm not a top. What the fuck are you then? You're gay. Yeah, okay, we get that. It's a switch. I bet it's a switch. Also, Lokina is like, as a gay, I'm fucking crying laughing. I'm sorry. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
I got new equipment now.
And of all the places it chose to haunt, it was a kitchen.
More like it's like coming from the garage, though.
Really? I was in the kitchen the whole time. I thought it was in the kitchen. It keep
I see,
on.
like, you know, the ghost is like coming from the garage, like walking to the kitchen.
It was a Mare. Holy shit, yes. Oh my god, you guys are so smart. Yeah, trash talking. I feel like trash talking. I'm gonna do trash talking from now on.
All right. I guess, like, you know, let's go like to the Willow Street. You know, it's like smaller and like should be like more easier.
Okay, okay. Please don't cancel me, alright? I have nothing against gay ghosts. I was just frustrated that it wasn't giving me anything. Ooh,
Well, I
basketball.
guess like
Wait, Willow Street is which one again? Oh, the private gym one. Okay, ready up.
yeah, the
I'm good.
private one.
I'm good.
Wait, did they?
Wait,
Wait,
What did they
was
do?
there
let's
an
have a look at our
wait,
supplies.
wait.
We need to
Wait.
restock.
What the fuck? They removed the ability to look fully upward, so you can't stack Jenga towers. What the fuck?
Wait, have I
Why?
not restocked it? Wait.
Why? They fixed it. I can't stack Jenga towers.
Wait, let me do the restocking. Let
Oh.
me do the restocking. Let me do it. Wait, whose is
Why?
this?
Why they
Oh,
keep ruining
Charlie
the
put
game
in
with
stuff.
updates?
Oh, okay. Okay. Michan, can you remove your items?
Okay.
Yeah. Charlie as well, remove your items. I'll do it.
I don't know which one. Like,
Yours is the red dots. Can you see under equipment manager? All the
yeah,
ones
okay.
that are above, that is in red, please remove it. I'm the one in
Remove.
blue. Charlie, you are the one in green. Can you remove your UV light? I'm gonna add it.
It's a level 2.
Oh,
I-
it's
I
level 2?
can't.
Okay, that's fine. Michan, you can't. You can't.
I can't.
Okay, well.
Yeah,
Yep.
because the host needs to have at least one item belonging to them.
Oh, okay, it's fine then. It's fine then. I feel it in. Okay, I think we're good to go. I'm ready.
All right.
Okay, trash talking. If the ghost is gay, I can win. If the ghost is not gay, I'm dead.
Oh my god. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
It was the first time I got it right, y'all. It had to be gay.
Response to people who are alone. Unique videos with a video camera. Capture
The trash
ghost
one
on
is mine. The trash
camera,
one is mine.
understand the code.
The trash one is mine.
Alright then.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get a thermometer. I'm gonna get a ghost box. Just so I can trash talk it if it's real.
It's asking for
Oh wait, what is his name? Brian
Praying.
Holland. I'm praying he's gay.
Brian.
Yep, Brian. Brian Holland. And I forgot to check the box
Brian.
circuit thingy again. Fuck. It's in the gym. Okay. I-
I'll leave a camera in the...
I'm a pro gamer, y'all. I'm a pro gamer. I know what I'm doing. Don't worry. If my internet doesn't fail, I'm very good at trash talking ghosts.
Hello, ghost.
Average.
I don't feel safe letting the cats be in the gym.
I mean, this is a house full of cats. First thing I'm gonna do is go to a basement.
Yeah, there's an art room in the back.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yep.
cool. It's pretty cool.
With cat
That's a lot of
paintings
cats.
and a creepy portrait as well.
Or I can say it's
It's like
not in the basement.
Oh my god, look at this mess. It's like black paint everywhere.
Yeah. Oh Jesus Christ! Like the painting is like also creepy as freak.
Where?
Like this one here, like you know the head, like lot of hands like on the on the brain, not brain, like the head.
He's scratching his head.
That's exactly how you know this is a great artist. Depression, y'all.
Yeah. I reckon this guy is an emo.
Fair enough.
You know, it might not be the guy. It might be like the partner or someone else. I mean Brian, right? Brian, whatever his name is, Holland or
Brian.
something. Holland, Brian Holland. Was it Brian Holland? I
The
can't find the room.
Brother of Tom Holland.
Oops.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
The
I-
moment like I go to the basement, like near the washing. What?
No, it's okay. Lights are on again. I turned it on.
Okay, thank you.
I literally
You
was
want-
checking the gym room, guys. I'm like right
Yeah.
here.
Oh, there's a bones like
There's a
feet.
foot.
Do you need a
There's
camera?
a foot.
Yep. Oops. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna go get the cam.
Because like I have like two.
Oh, I forgot.
Come on, us. We're in the man cave.
Camera. Is this the one? Okay, I hope this is the
Here's
correct
a nice
camera.
basement.
Yeah. I want a basement like this.
You want a basement like this?
Yeah.
The basement is awesome.
I have a cam. There we go. Oh wait, there you
This
go.
would be the
Okay, I dropped
perfect
it.
streaming room.
I need my thermometer. Excuse me, my thermometer. Yes. Okay.
And I'm still standing. Na-na-na-na-na-na.
According to chat, the ones who are insecure are, you know, the ones who get, okay, the ones that get most pissy about being called a bottom are the insecure straight men. You know what?
Jesus.
It's okay, I got the breaker. I'm right here. Okay, breaker on again. You're welcome.
Wait, check the UV
you.
on the breaker.
Oh fuck, I don't have UV. Do you have UV?
Oh.
No. I don't have
I would
it.
like to get
UV. Who has UV? Who's have with the UV?
not me.
Not
Damn.
me.
Men. Sigh. Why do I have to do everything myself? I'm so slow right now. I can't move. I'm gonna get the UV. One of it might. Nobody took the UV, huh? Wait, no, there is one. Okay, I'm gonna take the other one. And I'm gonna take one of the dots. The book can come later. Someone get one of the books. We need it in there.
Yep. Okay, I get the books.
We have to go check UV. UV's easy.
bathroom.
Wait, is it really the bathroom?
Yep, EMF 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Put sound. Nope, not that. Yep. Yep. You know, put it in the pantry. Oh, surely they could tell.
I don't know what you guys are doing. Where is the bathroom? Where's the this one? How do I put it? Oh, it's definitely here.
Got books. Right. Oh yeah, it's like my breathing is like freezing.
Oh, is it freezing? Below
Yeah,
zero?
I mean like. No, like my breathing, like you know.
Why is the EMF here? Where's my spirit box? I can't see shite.
Hey.
Oh, there we go. This one and this one. Okay. Wait, I need to check this. I need to check this. Where is it? Okay, it's in the bathroom, so... Okay,
Wait.
so I'm gonna throw a thermometer in the bathroom. Oh, it is going down. You guys are good.
there's one
You
in
guys are
there.
good. You guys are good. Okay.
Right.
Oh!
Okay, yeah. Okay. Chillax, man, chillax. You know, I not be able to take a picture of you, but like chillax.
EMF, wait.
Hi, would you like to
Oh.
talk to me, Brian, about your insurance warranty and stuff like that? I don't really know who you are. I don't really know what you want, but EMS, very exciting. Yes, 3. Can we see it go a little bit higher? Are you gay? Are you a bottom? I feel like you are a bottom. Hi. No, no salt steps, no nothing, no hunting. You're just like, that's it. Really disappointing. Yo, okay. Brian, can you talk to us? Tell us about yourself. Brian, did you get dumped? Brian, are you straight? Brian, are you...
It went down to like 0.1 degrees. I think it's freezing.
Really? Okay, there's another right now. Hold on, let me check. Not quite. Not quite. At least not on me. Not on me yet. Okay.
It went down to like 1 degree. What is this?
One is not 0. Hi, Brian. What is his last name again, guys?
Wait,
Brian-
I'll go with-
Brian Holland. Brian Holland. Are you from Holland? I just... that was a very bad question. I'm sorry, Brian. Is that why you got bullied? I'm sorry if you're not from Holland, Brian. Hey, Brian Holland, are you actually related to Tom Holland? My friend is like a fan. Like, hi, Brian. Are you a fan of Spider-Man or something? I don't know. Tom Holland does more than Spider-Man, I'm pretty sure. But Tom Holland only plays Spider-Man. I'm also pretty sure of that. Hi, Brian Holland. Can you tell us, do you have a husband or do you have a wife? Were you dumped? How old were you when you died, Brian Holland? Brian Holland, can you speak to us? I'm seeing like red and white lights on the spirit box. Is it actually
Are you
working?
talking in game or are you talking on Discord?
I don't know. I'm pressing V in game. Yo, it should be working. Brian Holland, can you hear me? I'm talking in game. Please respond if you are there. Actually, no. Please don't respond if you are there. I don't want to know. I told you my game mic is kind of bad. Brian Holland, are you related to Tom Holland? We want a signature from Tom Holland. Brian, can you get it for us? You know what? You're a piece of shit, Brian Holland. What the fuck? He's not responding. Oh my god. It's kind of mid. Who closed the door? Why you closed the door?
It's 1 degree.
Well, no activity, like one thing for sure. Other than that, like our sanity, like not training like so quick. Okay, that's weird.
Weird. Oh. 2
Oh,
Was
some
it?
activity level 2.
EMF 2.
Yeah,
Oh,
I guess like this time the ghost is a little bit shy.
I heard a door. Where?
Candle is out.
Candle out. Okay, okay.
I heard a
So-
door.
Somewhere around here, I'll set this up like.
I'm here.
Microphone.
It's fine. It's not going down. It's not going down yet. It really doesn't want to go down below 0, huh?
Is even the right? Okay.
Lights are out.
Yeah, closing the lights.
Alright.
We'll close this door.
And if I die inside, good luck.
Yeah, here.
I have a UV. I have a UV.
Oh.
Not quite.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna leave the door open because the camera's outside.
Oh.
Okay. Huh. We're like done like 4%.
I'm standing behind the door. I'm so smart, Chat. If I don't die, I must be a genius. What am I doing, yo? There's a camera out there, but I don't think you can get that, huh?
Why is the third camera recording? What?
There's a third one
Oh,
on the sink.
Positive EMF reading. Capture 3 unique video with the videos. Those. Huh.
Now it looks. Never mind.
No.
It's just a 3. It's fine. It's fine. I'm literally behind the door. It cannot sense me here. I'm just gonna camp here until I get a definite sign because this kind of sucks. Is there like no other like ghost orbs or like whatever evidence? Are we sure it's in the toilet?
Hmm.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I'm. Leave me here then.
Should we explore other places just in case?
You guys
Not
should
like the
take a
basement.
thermometer. Take a thermometer with you guys, and take a cam for ghost orbs or something. I don't know. I don't think it's like definitely here. Like yes, the ghost breath thingy is here, but wait, what level is that? That's a 5. EMF 5, guys. It's an EMF 5, guys. EMF 5. Yay.
Yeah. Door
Wait,
closed.
what?
Is there
Piano
UV?
out.
Is there UV?
Stop touching the doors, man.
Is there UV?
There's nothing on the door.
No. It's a 5 though. Okay, is there one person in the truck right now?
Nope.
No. We need someone to see if it's ghost orbs.
Alright. Give you some lights.
No, it's fine. I need this place to be dark. I won't be able to see if there's ghost orbs here like that. It's kind of hard. Your head is very shiny, I'm just saying. I can't see.
My bad.
So far, like,
Okay, maybe we want to bring one of the dots outside of this room. Or is this the only dots projector that we have?
I think we have to. Like it touches 0 and then goes back up.
Yeah, that's why I say it's not freezing temperatures. I don't see it. I'm trying to see if it's ghost orbs, but it's kind of hard, not gonna lie.
nothing.
Okay, I'll leave you to your devices.
Okay.
My
Tuck me
sanity's still
away.
pretty high.
Surprisingly, yeah. Surprisingly high.
It's starting to do stuff, apparently.
I think the candle went out again.
Yep, it's went out again. I guess it's really hate the candle though.
The temperature doesn't look like it's doing anything. Nothing. Something broke. The bulb broke. The light here
It
broke.
broke the
It broke the
lights.
lights.
Okay. Well, if anyone's still in the bathroom, like, you know, it capturing some voices. The kitchen is like very small percentage. Activity is, like, going really
Fire is
high.
extinguished. I am in the bathroom behind the door praying that this ghost is gay. And I don't see any orbs yet. No dots, no orbs. I hear stuff. Temperature doesn't like it. It's not actually moving. Is it? Wait, is it? Did we leave a book on the ground here? We did, huh?
Yep, we did. Did you all try the spirit box?
I did for a moment. It didn't seem gay.
Alright.
Doesn't seem like it's reacting to... Okay, I might turn it off first. Okay, I'm gonna turn off these dots projector first. I can't tell if it's orbs. Doesn't seem to be ghost orbs. Wait, the door just closed. Can you get UV on that? Door closed outside.
Wait, what?
I'm hearing radio.
Yep, that's me, and I'm also making myself a coffee.
You're making yourself a coffee? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see ghost orbs here. That's bad.
Chibi, you're at 50% sanity. I got you some Scooby snacks.
No, it's okay. I wanna be insane. Don't save me. I'm happy where I am.
I brought some Scooby snacks in the bathroom.
Alright. I don't know, man. Like this kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I don't think it's this one. Where is the other dots projector? It's here, huh? I want to try and take it outside this way. And be like that. Yeah, see? Hey? Hey?
Ghost, I got your phone. What are you gonna do about it?
What are you gonna do about it? Good question.
You gotta post pictures on your Instagram. Take that.
Yeah. Watch me take photos of all of your belongings and show it to the media.
I'm gonna dox your house on your Instagram.
You guys. I don't believe it's not UV. I don't believe it's not UV, y'all. Could you throw something ghost so that at least I know I'm not hallucinating? Hi Brian Holland. Brian Holland, are you here?
Brian.
Ryan? Ryan? Is it your name Brian or is your name Ryan? Lion?
Brian.
Right. Lion. Hi, I'm sorry, we're not making fun of you now. I'm just trying to check the spelling, yo, because we're fucking literate just like you, because there are books on the ground. You haven't done any scribbles yet. It's hunting me. It's hunting me.
I just fucking groaned.
Yeah, I trash talk you. You got a problem with that? You got a problem with that? It's definitely coming from the basement. I'm gonna close this door and see if you can walk through it. Oh wait, you're a ghost. I forgot. Maybe you can walk through it. I don't care.
There's breathing here. Wait. There's breathing here. Wait.
What do
It
you
might be here,
mean?
not the bathroom, like where I'm standing.
Breathing?
I'm teabagging. I saw breathing here. Yeah, there's breathing, like ghost breathing. So I think it might not be the bathroom.
I mean, okay, well,
But like the bathroom is a part of it. Oh, I saw dots. I saw dots.
that was Dutch.
I saw dots. It walked into me.
Okay.
So, it's
So we have EMF,
and
we have dots. Okay, let me get the thermometer then. I'm gonna put it right here. Wait, there was a
Try
thermometer
spirit.
here. There was a thermometer here.
Yeah, I moved it.
What are we missing, y'all? What are we missing? I'm gonna get a cam.
Can
I'm gonna get a
anyone try
cam.
the spirit box?
Oh, crucifix lit.
Hi, I'm holding the spirit box right now. Ghost Brian, I know you are not very happy with this. Can we talk about this? Do you want to talk about this? If you don't want to talk about this, can you at least murder me or like write a suicide note or like a threat letter to me? Like the book is right here in front of me. Can you not see it? Are you blind? I know that you like the basements a lot. I'm just saying. All right, is that a candle going on again? If you're gonna hunt me, I'm gonna die. Okay, I'm just saying. Hi. Okay, I don't know how to use this. I'm gonna drop it. There you go. The noisy box on the ground. It's not doing anything else, huh?
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's kind of weird. Why are you vibrating?
There's a Nintendo Switch. Wait, who? Wait.
Yep.
What? Okay, that's for you.
Okay, some activity. I see some activity.
Where? What? What activity? Where
Like
activity?
on the, yeah, it's going like level 6.
Level 6?
Yeah,
No,
on
wait.
the,
It threw
the
something. Can I not have a UV? Oh god, can I not have a UV?
Yeah, it's going level 7. It should be like start hunting anytime
These
soon.
things
Level 9.
here. Any UV?
No.
No? Why no UV? If they threw all these things and no UV, it's kind of
You're in the
disappointing.
bathroom.
Yeah, no, but like... No, but like, I'm trying to see if it has UV.
Oh.
You can't be throwing stuff everywhere and be like, oh no, no, we didn't really touch this. Crucifix burned. Uh-oh, that's not good.
Take a picture. No,
Take a picture of it.
that's not the photo camera. Where the fuck is the photo camera?
Here.
Photo camera.
How do I use it?
What, the camera? Right click.
Did I get it?
Mm,
Fucking turn that on. Is it just turning on random shit, or is that you?
No, it's not
Yeah,
me.
I'm
It's not me. I'm going back to the truck. This is irritating. Wait, I'm gonna throw all my stuff here. Alright. What am I doing wrong, Chad? What am I doing wrong?
I think we might be in the wrong place.
Okay, maybe it only responds to one person. We have too many people there.
Could be, possibly.
I'm going back to the truck. I
Oh,
don't believe
breathe
there
on
is
me.
no UV. Okay. It says,
Oh.
okay, you know
Just
what?
happened.
It's because it responds to people who are alone with too many people.
Locked.
It's
Yeah,
is
we're
it?
just gonna juke this.
It's hunting, y'all. It's hunting.
It's not dead.
Door
yeah.
moved. Door moved.
It's ended. It's ended.
The door moved in the bathroom. Can we get a UV on that?
Find my body, guys.
Where's your body? There's a camera on the floor right there.
What?
Childe died.
Oh,
There isn't anything.
oh, guys. All right, where's the camera?
On the floor in the main area. Where is the body, y'all?
The body's here, though. Like, he tried to hide but failed.
Oh. Oh. Okay, well.
Well, it's gonna stop
I
happening.
saw my sprint.
Activity 7, y'all.
Yeah.
My sanity is at 8. 1%, sorry. Unknown, you are 0% sanity.
No,
Yes.
I'm looping the ghost. I'm looping the ghost.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he's on with a bat.
I didn't see. I couldn't see. I walked the wrong way. Whoopsie.
Uh-oh.
Unknown died as well.
Okay, Michan, you're on your own, man. What do we have? We have nothing. It's still hunting. Michan, hide. Michan, hide.
At
It's
least unknown had a
still...
normal
No.
death.
The hunting is already ended.
Alright, we
I'm
can't
just
get
gonna take a picture of like the dead body.
ultraviolet. We couldn't get this. We might have this. I'm gonna guess a Wraith, okay? I'm gonna guess Wraith.
Yeah, I'm just gonna collecting some evidence.
Okay.
I mean, like we got a picture of like kill.
Ah.
Wait, what? It
Wait,
doesn't.
we didn't see the ghost on camera.
No, I don't think so. Wait, I'm hearing myself. I'm hearing myself. Oh, it's on Michan speakers.
Oh,
It's on Michan's side. Okay, it's fine. So we definitely have EMF 5.
yes,
We have dots. I think Unknown saw it.
yes.
Okay, and then because I couldn't get any other thing, I feel like maybe Spirit Box. That's why I chose Wraith. I'm guessing it. I could be very wrong. You guys make your own guesses. We're getting out of here.
Rate of salt
It's
and we
too hot.
actively avoid it, but like okay. I mean, the rate doesn't make any.
It's hunting again. Nobody is inside. Who are you hunting?
Because normally if it is a wraith, it would attack, be more aggressive straight away.
We were all together. That's why it didn't attack. It says attacks people who are alone.
Yeah, but we left you alone in the bathroom a couple of times though.
I was behind the door. I'm very small. I'm called Chibi. Do you forget?
So no
Yeah.
ghost fighting.
It didn't even step on the salt. Oh, is that why I was safe in the bathroom?
Oh, then it's yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that
Oh,
makes
alright.
sense.
yeah.
Wraiths almost never touch the ground, meaning it can't be tracked by footprints, and also wraiths are afraid of salt and will actively avoid it. I think it's a wraith.
Wait, so the reason why I was alive because you put all the salt in the bathroom.
Yep.
Oh.
Maybe.
Okay, it might be a wraith then. Okay, are you guys in the truck? Can we go?
Yep.
I'm in
All right, I'm gonna close the door.
Okay, let's go, kids. And then I
I don't wanna
will.
let Chibi see my corpse.
Wait, no. Really? I thought we had pictures of your corpse.
It got to the max basically.
Ah. Did we get it right? Please tell me I got it right.
Steam achievement.
Is it?
Finally.
Yes! I'm so smart. Let's go.
Ooh.
200.
Got some good XP as well. Oh, nice.
Nice. Oh,
I'm
happiness.
Yeah, I'm level 9 now. I unlock a tripod.
Mm.
A tripod.
You really cannot remove your items, huh?
Yeah. Well, I guess I cannot. I'm gonna need to leave.
No, no, it's okay. It's okay. One more, okay? One more, and then I end the stream.
One more. Okay, one
Yep.
more.
Okay.
Chibi is so smart. Hide behind the doors. Talk trash from there.
The only
Ultimate.
reason Chibi is safe is like because of the salt, like like oh my god,
Ultimate
Random
strats.
salt.
random salt, just like okay, like the ghost like actively avoiding the salt. Chibi, did you like accidentally max out your luck stats? Like
No, I have streamer buff right now.
okay, fair enough.
Okay, where do we want to go?
Alright.
Yeah, you guys choose. I'm gonna run ads in time while you guys choose, yeah?
Yep.
Alright.
Freaking funny. What are the odds, man?
Alright. Either like we go like kinda like quick game, there's gonna be like Tanglewood, small area but like you know. Or more exploration, that's gonna be Willow Street.
You guys choose. I'm here to make money. Because I
Alright.
have, wait, how much do I have? Let me see. I currently have about 3,900. And I've been restocking every time. So, yeah.
Alright, Tanglewood it is.
Make money. Make money. I can't believe we didn't find any bone evidence so far. It's kind of weird. We did?
did.
Oh, okay.
We did. Yeah, I found like the feet,
Oh.
and we took a picture of it.
I see. Okay.
And there was the skull as well in the different.
I don't know. I've never found bone pieces so far. That's why I was like, that's kind of weird. We didn't find Ouija boards, like no monkey paws, no voodoo or whatever not. Like, none of those cursed objects either.
Yeah.
Was it just me? No, right? We really didn't see it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, not gonna lie, it's kinda weird.
So far it's kind of weird. I see. Well, it's okay. Alright, if you guys are ready up. Last round for me.
Alright.
We got 2 correct so far, didn't we? The ghosts. Did we get 2 guesses right?
Yep.
Yeah, 2 out of 4. That's like half. Hopefully we can get this round right too.
Prevent the ghost hunting with a crucifix and then clearing the area near the ghost using incense. Okay, that's interesting.
Wait, the garage. The breaker is in the garage now. Wait, there is a garage? Wait, what map is this? Tanglewood. Ah.
Wood, yeah.
Carol Douglas. I'm hearing myself in Michan. Michan.
This.
Alright, I'm grabbing keys.
I'm ready.
Alright, let's go. Okay, first things first, circuit breaker. In the garage. Oh, my favorite locker. Sorry. Right, this time, it's a lady. Oh, the breakers are actually on already, so we can just start finding rooms.
Okay.
Yep. Totally
You gotta check
fine.
the book.
I'm going to the basement, y'all. Don't mind.
Place where the grandma could have died.
Grandma died? What? Grandma died? Who murdered her?
Is it me or is that moving?
It could be moving. It's an earthquake, y'all. It's
Oh,
an
I found a
earthquake.
hand.
Okay, get a picture. Do what you gotta do. I'm trying to find a room.
Quick, get the camera here.
Wait, where are you guys?
I'm bringing shit from the van.
It's in the main area again, huh?
I don't know. I'm just bringing shit and throwing it in the middle.
Well, it feels like it's in the hall. The temperature is going down here. Temperature is going down here.
activity so far. Did someone like turn on the microwave?
Uh, yep.
Jeez.
It's in
Alright.
like in the hall or like in this hallway. Why is the camera on the floor twerking? Why is this? Hello?
Hallway.
No,
Hallway,
it's
wait, where?
twerking in the door. I don't know how to. It's stuck.
Yep.
I
Hallway.
can't get it. What is this stupid thing? Oh, now you decide to
Uh.
work. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to the basement just to
Oh
confirm.
wait. I see like some movement around here. Oh,
Get the
I've been
UV.
here before.
EMF.
I
EMF
never.
like 3, 2, 2.5, 3.
Wait, where?
Where is the thing they touch? What did they touch?
Here. Like this sofa, around the sofa.
I'm gonna UV this. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. The
Did
torch
someone check the rooms?
is fucking annoying. The torch is fucking annoying. No, no UV, no UV. No UV so far.
Point that out. So for now.
Is it a Ouija board?
What? No. It's just the picture.
Wait, why did it come down here? It was up there.
Well, I mean the ghost activity. Like throwing stuff.
Okay. Do I know what's going on? No.
Oh.
Have we tried the spirit box?
No yet.
I
So
don't
far,
know. I just went.
What is the name
I
again?
just
Carol?
for
Carol?
Carol.
Carol? Okay.
Carol Baskin from the Tiger King.
Carol Basket, what are you?
A basket.
Wait! Spirit box confirmed.
Oh,
Spirit box confirmed. Yep. I'm good. Where's my thermometer? Yo, I dropped it just now. Where the fuck is it? There we go.
is it the living room?
I don't know. There is activity here ish. Let me just confirm it.
Oh, it just stepped in the salt.
Being stepped on. I gonna need some. Wait, what? Ghost orb.
Okay.
SE orb.
Okay.
Orb
Don't
confirmed.
mind me. I'm just going in closet for a while. Ghost orbs.
Oh, yep. Definitely like in the family
Oh,
room.
I just
like,
saw breathing in the living room.
Yeah,
I got
I'm
more
trying to
salt.
see for like
Or the hallway, not the living room. Oh wait, no, it is the living room.
Did we take the picture of the monkey hand yet? Wait,
Yeah, who took a photo?
Monkey paw. Wait, where? There's a monkey.
Yeah, in this.
you guys,
in the
seriously.
in front of the master bedroom.
Oscars.
Well, you guys didn't take a picture of like the hand, aren't you guys?
Alright, I took a picture. I'm gonna get that first. Yeah, I
Okay.
got that. It's kind of not going down yet.
Maybe we should aggro the ghost a bit more. I'm gonna play with his toys in the basement.
Okay, wait. Does it respond to individuals or does it respond to a group?
Okay. All right. For now, I just put the crucifix around here. That's like seems like the highest activity around there.
Okay. So for any dots? Or it's just ghost orbs?
Can someone put the candle? I lit the match. Oh, you just okay. Where's the
He's
incense?
throwing stuff. All right.
Wait,
But,
what do we have? We do have spirit box. What do we? What else do we have?
EMF meter.
EMF is here. It's currently 3-ish, 4-ish, not quite.
No, do we have any evidence?
So far
EMF
no.
EMF on the level 3 for now.
Didn't someone say ghost orbs or like just
Ghost orb, yeah,
hallucinating?
I did see ghost orb because like
Okay.
I was
Ghost orb.
happening like on the fan and then like it shows like ghost orb.
What is the sound? I keep on. Can you get UV on that cup? That cup right there has been touched.
Where's the monkey paw?
I already picked it up.
Oh,
Where's it?
yeah, master bedroom.
Master bedroom.
Where's that?
Right in front, next to the living room.
I already
Here.
picked it up.
Where is it?
I already picked it up.
So where? In your inventory?
I don't know. How do I know what to do in the game? You're asking me.
Where
You're
is the location of the monkey paw?
literally
In front
out
of the door.
in front. Charlie already showed you. My God.
I didn't see it.
Here, right here. I'm stooping on it.
Where?
Hello? This side. Right here. Right here. Here.
Yeah.
That's where it was. What do you want to do? It's not there anymore.
So where? I want to use the monkey paw.
I don't know how to give it to you. It was a bone. It was a hen bone, not exactly a monkey paw.
Not the monkey paw.
Oh.
No. Monkey paw.
It was a bone. Do you not see it? The picture. Where's the bone? Where's the bone picture? No, the bone picture did not appear. That's kind of weird.
Yep, it
Oh, candle blew
sometimes
out.
be like that.
A candle blew out. Damn.
Yep.
How do we know orbs?
Usually you can like see like on this like notification.
Oh yeah, there's ghost orbs. Yeah, okay. I see it. I see it.
Plus like yeah, I already recorded, so we got like more money for
Oh.
that.
Wow, how do you record that? I don't even know how to do that. Okay, let me see.
Like you see, like on the bottom, like okay, you click this
Yeah.
like the video, and then like on the bottom there's like record and like night vision. Like you just
Wait, do
click
we
the
not
record.
have the other EMF reader? The one that goes dee 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 dee. Does anybody not have that?
EMF reader on
Yeah, it's in the kitchen.
Why is it in the kitchen?
Girl's getting readings there.
Oh, there's reading there as well? It's kind of weird. Okay. No, but it's kind of hard to tell without that. I feel like it would be in the hall area, right? Because the ghost orbs are seen there. Unless it's seen in the kitchen as well, then there's that. I tell you what, I'm gonna set up one in the kitchen so that you don't have to be there.
Yep.
Alright, hold on. It's so dark, guys. Freezing
It's
temperature?
freezing.
Really? Did
Yeah,
it go
so it's an honor.
below 0?
Yes.
Okay, we have all
Minus
3.
2.
Alright, I'm going inside the house as well.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna check on the evidence I have right now.
I
Alright.
want to use the incense.
We have what? Ghost orbs, we have spirit box, we have freezing temperature, we have all 3. It's an unreal. Let's get out of here.
I want to use the incense. It'll be funny.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it to you guys. I'm going back to the truck then.
Yeah.
Everyone out. Everyone out.
Everyone out. It only hunts alone.
Oh, it knocked down a painting.
Yep.
Crucifix burned down.
Take a wait. The whole picture.
It says repel the ghost with an incense while it's chasing someone. Oh wait, you have to have 2 people in there. I think maybe I don't know. While
I
it's
can
chasing.
light it.
Oh, you can. Okay. Okay. Everyone out. Unknown wants to battle the ghost alone. It's a 1v1. Shoo. Come back to the truck, y'all.
Right.
Hey.
Here I use some extra incense, like just in case, and like some matches like on the
Yeah, there's
hallway.
nothing in the kitchen at all.
Enjoy.
Enjoy. Enjoy.
Why? When you close the door, leave it open so I know if it hunts.
Okay.
Oh, that is true. So smart. Object is thrown. Alright, chat. Make bets. Will unknown survive this ghost? I don't.
No.
We won this bitch.
He's he called her a bitch, yo. He called her a bitch.
And I'm taking pictures of your house. What are you gonna do?
He called her a bitch. He called her the B word. I
Okay,
bet Carol's gonna murder him.
Okay, when threatened, the ghost will
Gonna make fun of your house plants on Instagram.
unreal. Referred to as wrathful spirit, steals souls from dying victims' bodies. Okay, this ghost has been known to fear any form of fire and will do anything to be far away from it. Oh. Oh.
Wait, why not just like lit a candle and then like turn it off? Because like
Yeah, it does say
technically
if you extinguish it, it can cause it to attack. Do we have spare? Do we have spare ones there? Like candles? Give one to unknown.
I have okay, we have like 2.
Yeah. You give one to unknown, he can extinguish it himself, and then he can boss battle this bitch.
All right.
I think they have one matchstick remaining, so I don't wanna.
No,
Okay,
no,
well,
it's
I mean,
okay. It's okay.
we have more stick by here, like the hallway here, the door. I throw it. It's still fresh and new.
Fresh and new, he says.
Well, what do you want? What else do you want me to say?
Matchsticks are fresh and new. Dry! Dry and flammable, fresh and new. You don't consume those?
Well, too bad. Here. I throw it. There. All right, you got more match now.
Where's?
Yeah. Hey, everyone out. Boss battle
out.
time. I'm gonna watch you. 1v1 this Carol bitch.
I'm scouring the floor. I can't see.
Oh, you
Feel
can
like a grandma just looking at the floor from my glasses.
you can turn on the light, you know.
I can't.
Alright, tell you what, I'll let you know if she's hunting. I'm gonna see ghost activities for you, yeah?
Still low.
Yeah, no, she's gotta extinguish it first.
Yep.
I'm watching cams.
Oh, I don't see the matchstick.
What do you mean by you don't see the matchstick? Get him another box. Get him another box. We have another box, don't we?
I already like throw it like near the crucifix like got burned. All right, you know what? I'm going in. I'm going in.
Give him the fucking matchstick, yo.
Here. Here. Wait. Here.
It fucking did. Okay, I see.
All right. You want like more smudge like here? I'll throw it as well. There you go. Oops, not the light. Here. All right.
Fucking
There.
pick it. Okay.
Why are you struggling, unknown?
How do I turn off the match?
Can you turn off the
Oh, I
match?
just. Okay.
Well, okay, we're all out now. It's on you. Extinguish it. Why do you close the door, Michan?
No, I did not.
Oh, then she's hunting. Oh, she's hunting. She's hunting. Oh, I saw her run. I saw her run. Well,
Oh, it's definitely not some camera.
I'm dead. I lit the incense. What do you mean?
Oh,
you did.
Okay, I mean,
dead.
Carol's a mean bitch. She just definitely slapped the shit out of you. But on the bright side, it did say repel the ghost. It's done. You took one for the
Repel
team.
the ghost? What do you mean repel the ghost?
Well-
It fucking killed me.
But the check mark is here. What do you mean, unknown? You took one for the team. It's considered. It's considered done. Okay. Do you guys not want to bring the camera to get a picture of his corpse?
well, I mean, I want to like, where is it? Like, the body.
It's in the dining room.
Oh shit! Oh
it's
shit!
hunting.
Again, you guys are fucked.
I'm hiding in closet.
Yeah, turn off your torch, Childe.
I'm hiding. Please,
I
like,
can't. I
let me.
threw it away.
That's a better idea. Okay, I'm gonna go to the front door and see if I can open it. If I can open it, please run.
Yeah.
Front
Definitely
door
gonna open the
is not closed. The front door is not closed. Charlie, come out. Front door is not closed.
Okay, it's open. It's open.
Run. Front door is not closed. Come on.
Okay,
Come on.
I'm
Uncrouch and run, you bitch.
Made it.
Okay, this is it, chat. We are fucking pussies. We cannot beat Carol. Carol is a mean bitch. Okay, Unknown took one for the team. We're dead. Alright, Unknown, are you back in truck as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we run through the evidence. It should be freezing temperatures, ghost stop, spirit box, yeah? If I'm not wrong, it's an unreal.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna close the door. Let's go.
All right.
Yay!
For monitors.
Shrimmeriters. Thank you so much for playing this impromptu, very scuffed Phasmo collab. Oh my god, my Phasmo sensei just turned up in chat. Hello,
Oh, yeah.
sensei. Kuroshin.
Success.
Sensei, we got it right. 3 out of 5. We actually got 3 out of 5 goals. Oh my god. Dang, I should play with sensei soon. Like, yeah, holy shit. Yo, we got this. We got this. We got it right. We got the incense thingy, repelled it when it's chasing someone, although unknown died. And we got a lot of things. Holy shit. Sensei! Yay, thank you, Sensei! Arigato ne! But this is the end of today. Holy shit. I want to play with Sensei soon. We only play like small maps because we're still getting used to like the new mechanics. But, I feel like there are a lot of maps right now. I am kind of scared. Not gonna lie. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I'm gonna leave this first and I'm gonna do a stream closing, yes?
Yeah. Thank you, Jerry.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for crashing. Thank you for supporting. Good night.
Yeah. Good night. Bye.
Okay, so yep, it's now just me and Chet. Hopefully, I don't know, man. It's been weird, yo. My thingy doesn't work. My stream crashing. I don't know why. The only one I won big time, you're not gonna lie, was the gay fella, the gay ghost. I'm very good at rage baiting people. And then the salt did me a favor in the bathroom. I had no idea what that was about. I guess streamers buff. Not that I'm very good at this game or anything, man. Let me see my Steam features for this. I think I have like a ton of new achievements thanks to today. Like Mare, don't know what the fuck that is. Right, first time identifying it. So yeah, you can tell I'm really like not very used to this game. Unfortunately. Yeah, it is fun though, but yeah, I want to play with Sensei next time. So, thank you for dropping by to a very not scheduled stream. Sorry for all the stuff. My internet just really hates this time. Anytime from 8 p.m. my time to 12 midnight, my internet is almost guaranteed to hate me. So, which unfortunately is the peak hour for streaming anyways. Yes. So, it's what 3-ish hours. God, my back hurts. Okay, I'm gonna go log off now. I'm gonna go to bed. There will be a thing. What is that thing? Before we do that, allow me to show you this. I made this for chat. Do you see this? Do you see this? Yeah. Okay, copy that, and then I'm going to try and find somebody to actually wait, because I think I know there are some people. Oh my god, my Phasmo sensei is also streaming. Ara. You know what, sensei? We are going to raid my sensei, guys. Say hello to my sensei. I'm gonna drop all of you guys, all my kids to sensei's class. Alright, so you guys do me a favor, yeah? Do me a favor. Copy that message. And then when you drop by Sensei's chat, just dump it on him, right? So technically, I'm going to go to bed. I usually raid and run. So chat, it's now your job officially to say hi to me, to say hi to the people I drop you off at. Okay, right? So without further ado, I'm gonna wait for people to actually gather, and then we're gonna rate them. Thank you so much for joining. I'm gonna bed now. Bye bye.